Boom, 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 boom. Jagger's Brewing. What up, Raj? Are we live? Are we live? Beardless in Seattle.
Handshot is as simple as throwing across it.
Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Northwest Small Batch Brew.
What up, Raj?
I think we're here. Can you guys hear me? Hear me now. Hear me now. What up, Nick Hender? Northwest. What about these guys over here?
Wow. Back off, war child, seriously.
Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me?
I don't really like beer that much.
Northwest Small Batch Brew. I think we're here. Can you guys hear me? Hear me now. Hear me now. What up, Nick Hender? Northwest, what about these guys over here? Wow.
I think we're good to go. What up, everybody? All right, here we go. We have sound. I know I had to shave. What up, Bruce? Thanks for becoming a member. Much love. What up, Ron Barnes? Big shout out to Ron Barnes for super chatting twice last stream. Much love, Ronnie B. Yeah, we've got Aliaz and Gnome coming on here in a second. Little post B-Day celebration for Gnome. Much love to Ron Barnes. Always showing love. Thanks for everybody for being here tonight. I know I look like shit, but every Wednesday it'll look less shittier and shittier because that means it's growing back. What up, Adam Hattie? Chi Brews Beer. What up, Jim Wheeler? Big love to everybody who was here for the stream last week. Thanks to everybody who's here right now supporting the channel. Brewing Bad with the super chat. Much love. Irish Gordo. Much love as well. Irish Gordo. Sounds like a great name for a beer. Chris Radiation. I'll see you in 2 weeks. No glasses. What up, Goose Fraba? Chris Radiation, thanks for that super chat last week. NPS126, thank you. And thanks to all the members. You the real MVP, fam. We got 40 people here, 2 minutes in. Wanted to have Jorge on tonight. Forgot that he's in a different time zone. He's got to be up at 4 in the morning. He was going to come on for a little bit earlier. Couldn't get set up enough. Couldn't get set up early enough in time, but hopefully we'll get him on maybe next week. What up, Dan Johnson? Yeast in the Barrage.
Back off, war child, seriously.
Waiting for Gnome and Aliaz, but in the meantime, want to give some love to the brew tubers this week. These are the videos at least I saw. Apartment Steve, he's on a consistent roll right now. Haven't looked at the Norway trip, but his last video, he was doing a video at a commercial brewery, which is cool.
Wow.
Go ahead and check out that. What up, Two Idiots? Lieutenant Rob Z. What up from Australia? What's up from Knoxville? Bodine's Brews, good to see you back here, my brother. Yeah, it has been a little bit, man. Hope you're all well. Happy New Year. Lost the Super Bowl bet. Dude, what happened to CH? I know, man. I did lose a bet. Double Chin IPA right there. Geico Lizard in real life. It's all good, though. I shaved it because I'm trying to lose a bunch of weight right now, and it's motivation, so I don't have to look at that fucking thing right there. It's all good, though. Is it? No, it's not. I got to lose that, then it'll be all good. This should be my boys right here. Adam. Gnomski's in here. Really quick, though, Apartment Steve, much love. Good job on that video. Northwest Small Batch Brewing, he's in here right now. He's got a video on different IPA styles. I'm actually making a video kind of like that coming up. Similar, but different. And I didn't know he had a YouTube channel up until about a week ago, and I've got a link in the description for his channel if you guys want to check that out. And then Bentgate Brewery, they've got a great video. They've got a commercial brewery, 3 Americans out there in Norway. And they're going to do the stream, I think, Monday the 1st, the day before we leave for Tampa Bay. And they're going to do it at 3 a.m. their time. And that'll be cool because it'll be 9 o'clock Eastern, our time. And Blackwood Brews has a video with Gnome on the thumbnail I haven't checked out yet. What up, Jonathan Elliott?
Wow.
I know, man. I know. I should have rocked a filter tonight. Give me my Batman thing back on. Yeah, appreciate that, Goose Fraba. Stephen Plass, what up, dog?
Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't really like beer that much.
Yeah, I went to work on Wednesday. Everyone's like, you got to card this guy. Did you lose a bet? Everybody who looks at you's got to say something. You just got to hit him with crazy answers. I got into a shark fight. Got bit by a shark. Parachute didn't open.
Wow.
Right on, Nick Hender, man. Much love. What up, Jaggers? What up, Beerquois? All right, Noam, you're in here. So, yeah, Super Bowl week. That was whack. That call in the Super Bowl, that was super whack. A lot of people botched that. A lot of post-game analyzers botched that too. But without further ado, let's get the Gnomeski in here. He's wrapping up Brew Day. I think they're both wrapping up Brew Day. Let's go to turn on camera. No, we might be doing the delay today since I'm already set up. Sorry, dog.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up, dude? Happy birthday. Happy birthday week.
That's next Wednesday, but thank you.
Jorge wanted to tell you that as well. Can you see me or no?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I think we're doing a delay tonight, dude. Is that cool?
Yeah, of course. You got some weird logo. It says Snap Camera.
I know.
Snapchat.
I've got a weird logo on my face. It's too much of my face and no beard. Let's go to... Nope, that wasn't how we do it.
Yeah, I just watched on YouTube. It'll be a delay. It's fine.
What's up? Yeah, we've been here before. We can figure this all out. How'd your brew day go, Braj?
Pretty smooth actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any hic?
I didn't drink. Well,
Nice.
Took it really easy. Let me put it that way. I had like one beer.
Nice. All right, I think we're good to go, man. Rocking the party time. I'm going to make this a little bit... Something like that.
Yeah, I literally just wrapped up like 3 minutes before you just opened this video call.
Nice, dude. What were you brewing today? Keep the audience updated.
Smoke Porter.
What's up?
Smoke Porter. Me and Northwest are doing a little collab. I'm playing catch up. His is already bottled. He's doing bottle conditioning.
I haven't seen the video yet, but that was cool. We put you on the thumbnail.
That was Blackwood. Yeah,
Fuck.
Blackwood did my
My bad.
Philly sour. That's all good.
It was good.
What up, y'all? Okay, I'm going to make me smaller. We got the delay tonight. We got to work with it.
Sorry about that.
Dude, the audio sounds really good. All you guys got a
Yeah,
new
it
little
does.
upgrade. Here we go.
What you drinking? Is that non-alcoholic still? Or?
Yeah, I'm on day 21.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're thinning out, man. I'm fatter than you right now.
No, you're not.
uh,
How much do you weigh?
120.
Oh, dude, come on, man. I ate burritos bigger than that.
How's my audio?
It's killer. It's good.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, bummer about Jorge. But I got to keep it at 9 o'clock. People don't get that. I'm not saying like he was a stickler about it, but people in the past have been like, "Oh, you go that late? Can you do it earlier?" It's like, "Nah, I can't. I just really can't."
Forks start coming out.
Yeah, what up, Pony Pasture? Yeah, what was up that Super Bowl? Did you guys watch that that last defensive holding call?
Yeah, that ruined the game.
Yeah.
I know. That was a bummer. And I was watching,
Everyone knew the game was over at that point.
but that wasn't going to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Super chat. Bodine's Brews is back, man. What is up, Bodine's? For good times yet to come. That'll buy us a beer out there in Tampa Bay. Much love, Bodine's Brews. Good to see you back, man. I hope you're brewing again. He's got the same shirt as you, Alias, the Barrage t-shirt.
Hey, nice.
Before we talk about Super Bowl, though, what's up with what was up with your brew day, Alias?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Finished on the early side because I got home early from work, so I just started the water. Popped another fuse, so
You did?
gonna have to- yeah.
What's going on, man?
I don't know. I'm gonna need to open it up, and I think I'm just gonna redo the wiring inside the heating element because like it just got like when I pulled out the fuse, man, it was busted. Like it was bad.
Ooh, nice.
We replaced it last week, too, huh?
Yeah. So I think something's up, and I'm just going to
Damn, I'm sorry. Are you bummed right now?
that's fine. Like I'm glad I keep spares. But like once I changed it, like the rest of the brew day went fine. Nothing, no problems.
So what's
So, I
happening?
don't know.
Water's getting in? Is it a gasket problem?
I don't think so. I don't there because like I opened up the back of the element. There's no moisture in there or anything. So I don't know what's kind of causing it,
What up, Larry?
but it was getting like the controller was just getting stupid hot today during and the thing I've noticed the consistent time when it pops is when it's coming up to mash temp. That's when it decides to pop.
Not at boil?
Not at boil, not trying to get to boil. It's going from room temperature to mash temp is when it's like not happy. So
That doesn't make sense. You would think it'd kick when it's working the hardest.
Hardest, right? But I think it might actually be working the hardest at that point because it's trying to get because going from
Room temp to
170
right.
like 'cause
Okay.
what at the after mash out I'm like at 170.
Okay.
So going from 170 to 205 or whatever, like it's not too bad. But I think going from 75 to 150 is where it's like not happy.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. That's when it's working the hardest. Understood.
Hardest, right?
Can you send me a link to these fuses that you're buying? You buy them what, by the 10 pack on Amazon?
I bought like a 4-pack at Home Depot, but yeah, I can send you what I buy on Amazon. So I'm just gonna buy a pack on Amazon.
Are you thinking about hitting up Clawhammer?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him like, hey, this thing's just popping fuses almost every brew day now, so I want to see what they gotta say.
I think you should. And Emmett's the man when it comes to that regard.
Yeah, no, he's really good. So
Sounds like a good job for Emmett.
Yeah. Well, sounds like you were able to salvage a brew day, and it is a Clawhammer system. So worst case scenario, you can put that thing on the stove, but you don't want to do that.
yeah,
Is it a gas
No,
stove or electric stove?
electric stove.
Same with mine.
But
I know.
it's pretty powerful though. Like the induction stove I have is pretty damn powerful. Like when I was doing on like my old brew in a bag system, like I couldn't keep it at full tilt at boil, otherwise
Yeah.
it would boil over. Like that thing fucking boiled hard.
Well, back to the Clawhammer thing. Not to sound like a dick, but I hope it's just your problem and not like everybody who got a
No, I
certain
don't. I
model
don't
or
think
something.
other folks are having this issue. So, and I think I'm just gonna redo some of the wiring, put some like electrical tape on some of the wires, and just like,
See what's going on.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I've only brewed on mine twice. I'm brewing when I come back from Tampa Bay. I'm gonna do the side by side dry yeast to liquid yeast comparison. But
Okay.
I've got no complaints so far. But
yeah.
you know,
I mean, this is the only issue I've had so far with my, and I mean, like if I need to change a fuse every now and then, that's fine with me. But like, it shouldn't be
Every
popping
time.
fuses like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
And then.
What
But,
about, bro?
Yeah, no, otherwise than that, like great brew day. It's a summer wheat ale I did. So
Noise.
I did 1 ounce of Tahiki and 2 ounces of Sabro at like the 10 minutes left in the boil, pretty much. And then created my yeast starter as well. I pulled like at the very beginning of the boil, I pulled like 4 cups of wort, let it chill down, and then pitched a mason jar of like a little bit of yeast that I had saved. Apparently that yeast is from April 2022. So
You're in my world
But,
now.
like-
You're in
So,
my
I'm
world
hope-
now.
but the thing was, I know it was still active because like I barely cracked the lid of the mason jar and it was
popped.
ready to pop. It
Yeah.
popped hard, and I was like, okay, this yeast is somewhat still I'm like, I'm glad it didn't fucking blow up in my fridge.
Well, I hope you have a better story than I do, but I'd still keep some dry yeast on standby.
Yeah, I have a Lutra on standby.
Nice. What up, everybody? Big shout out to Pony Pasture, man. Much love out there. Thanks for that super chat. Been out of the game for a few months, but back at it with your Starburst Hazy. Right on, man. That was a great beer. Hope the crew's been good. Yeah, man. Cheers. Much love. Thanks to all the people that just became members too. Northwest, always showing love. Small Batch Brewing. For
Always,
those,
yeah.
I got a link to his channel in the description right there. He's been on a roll. My bad for not knowing he had a channel earlier. Larry Kahn, Barbecue Larry in the house. What's up, Braj? Yeah. What about your brew day today, Gnome? Anything like that?
No popped fuses. Yeah, like I said, it went swimmingly. Like it was one of the easier brew days. It really was. It was very relaxing. I wasn't stressed out at all.
Good.
No fuck ups, no broken glass. I didn't trip over my heater.
Noise.
Went well.
So summer wheat, and what are you brewing up there again, Gnome?
Smoked porter.
Smoked porter, yeah. You're doing a collab.
Yeah.
What up, Chris Radiation? But yeah, got nothing written down for tonight. We can just riff. Anybody who's got questions, throw them in the chat. Maybe we can answer them. Maybe we can't, but somebody will. But
This is the sour beer
is that the
that
one
I
you?
made. Yeah, this was what 2 weeks ago. Like
Hold
I
on,
had
somebody
made.
just knocked on my door.
Oh yeah, I was like waiting for it. The delay that sucks.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
because you're looking on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I can see you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I keep Discord on my computer
Yeah.
screen here, and then on the top screen I keep YouTube, so I
Yeah,
can
let me
see
do
chat
that,
and
actually.
everything.
Let me do that. But anyways, I am drinking my hazy, which
Get your hazy going. Is it fully carb now?
oh yeah, it's fucking tasting delicious.
Hell yeah, it looks so good, dude.
It's Citra Mosaic and Amarillo, 7.2%. Came out really good. Definitely one of my better, maybe even my best hazy so far.
Hell yeah.
Try to position this differently.
It's at 7.2%, you said?
Yep.
Nice.
1016 final gravity. I wanted it a little bit higher than that. I was aiming for
Uh-huh.
1020, but it is what it is.
I think it's my ice machine, man. Watching too many scary movies lately. I need to get a gun.
No oats either. This is all.
Todd Pro's got the nice Todd.
What are you drinking right there, Dom?
That's my hazy. Probably shouldn't have covering the camera.
You
but,
brewed that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it came out really good. That's the first time I used your recommend. What is it? London Fog.
London Fog.
White
nice.
Labs.
Definitely gonna try that again because I mean I'd have to try them side by side to see the real difference, but
What hops?
no complaints. Citra Mosaic and Amarillo.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that wasn't a knock at the door. Somebody, or it was. I just filled up my cooler with ice, and then it rumbles like a motherfucker. After I pretty much pull all the ice out there, and it's loud. It sounds like someone's knocking at the door. Sorry about that false alarm, man.
All good.
Base 64. One of the
My
ladies
buddy
showing up.
Gus.
They're right here, man. What's up? You got a homie watching tonight?
Yeah, Base 64 is my buddy Gus up in Chicago right now.
What up, Gus? We're drinking non-alcoholic beers tonight on my end. I've got a...
Not over here.
Nah, man, you guys got to play catch up for me. I got different styles. Last week I was drinking like a dragon fruit goza.
Yeah, so I looked for those I was at a Whole Foods the other day.
Whole paycheck?
Yeah, whole paycheck. I was just picking up water for a brew day. And
What'd you see?
and I couldn't find like they had the like the Athletic Brewing Company
That's what I'm drinking.
The Lazarus non-alcoholic beers.
I don't know that one.
Not Lazarus, Lagunitas, my bad.
I know that one. I didn't
Yep, that's Athletic Brewing Company that you have.
I got Hairless Dog. I've got Unfiltered Art. And this is the first
the one I
hazy,
want.
I think.
I really wanted to get the Untitled Art. I was looking hard for it, and they didn't have it. They only had their alcoholic versions.
The bummer
Alcoholic beers.
The bummer about non-alcoholic beer, though, is it's still expensive. I know. Like,
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be half, but no. And I get it. They can't,
Yeah, like a 6-pack is still like 10, $11. Like,
at least.
yeah.
All right, this hazy from Athletic doesn't look so hazy at all. Looks like a shitty homebrew. You guys are going to be on the delay tonight.
Yeah, you weren't able to get it for Discord as well.
No, because that's when we start together, and there was like 20 people waiting tonight, so I just clicked, let's rock and roll.
No
Looks good.
worries.
Looks like beer.
Not a good one.
Oh,
No, I was gonna
Not a
tell
good
you.
one.
I was gonna warn you. I was like, I've had that one.
Yeah, not a good one. Not as good as last week's.
I would shake it up a little bit.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, or just give it a stir at the
Give it a
bottom,
little-
and
That sucks.
yeah.
$4 each. I got 3 of them though. But what are you gonna do? That happens with real beer too. That's life.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, that Super Bowl was a bummer, man. And you know what? I took the Chiefs in that, and I won $50. But I was watching that, and I was like, that sucks because that wasn't a defensive pass interference call. That should have been bullshit. Even if he didn't throw the flag, he wasn't catching that pass anyway. So it was like two things that kind of went wrong. And I know everyone's like, don't let. Even Colin Coward was like, great game. Philly came out in the first half. Chiefs got their shit together in the second half. but you can't have 1 second, one bad play, one bad ref determine a 2-hour game. And I was thinking, yeah, you can. Absolutely. That's what are you talking about? Like if a college basketball player shoots a 3 game-winning shot, and then they say it wasn't a 3, his toe was on the line, and they count it as a 2, and then they go back, but it really was a 3, and they go into overtime and lose. It was like one bad call could totally blow a game. But that sucks. And if Philly was your team, you would not be stoked on that. 100% of everybody in here right now, Philadelphia was your team. Think of your team. Your Astros.
Yeah.
Your Lakers. If that happened to them, you'd be like, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I am unbiased. And again, I picked the Chiefs in that. I won $50. Haven't been paid yet, but somebody owes me $50. So hope everybody had a good Super Bowl. Ate good, drank good.
It's good. I ate good. I made a buffalo chicken dip.
I was eating that too. Somebody brought it in. Yeah.
Cooked it in the crock pot. Fucking. I was gonna put it in cook it in the smoker, but just like
For the
didn't
dip?
have time. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good in the smoker. Oh, it's so
I've
good.
never had it in the smoker, but it's a delicious. I mean, it's delicious. There's nothing in that that's gross, and it's kind of a hard
Yeah.
recipe to fuck up. Like you could be more blue cheese or more chicken or more. Would you use?
Yeah, like I put like a whole. I cooked. So in the slow
was
cooker,
my
I cooked the
that was my
raw
first YouTube
chicken
video.
and in buffalo sauce
Mhm.
with some seasoning, and then
Wow.
I added a block of cream cheese, some ranch,
Mhm.
the mozzarella, and some cheddar, and
Blue
stirred
cheese
it all
crumbles.
up. Nah, some of my
Braj.
friends don't like blue cheese. I love blue cheese,
What?
but my friend. Yeah, I know.
Dude, I could snort that shit.
Also I forgot to pick up some blue cheese as well too. So I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's a good thing to make because you can't really screw it up, and more often than
No,
not,
dude, you really
Uh,
can. It's
everyone's
so good.
Everyone's gonna love it
Back
too.
off, war child.
Yeah.
And it's good the next day. It's good cold. Probably the
Oh.
worst thing you could eat,
Had
but
that
that's
for
what.
dinner today.
Yeah. Then you hit it with chips, or you just cut up some bread, and
Yeah.
you're not having a bad time. Jorge's in here, I think. Yeah. He shows up in the chat, but he can't make it. Sorry I wasn't able to make it tonight, y'all. Next week for sure. Shout out to the Braj Army. Also, where is CH? I know I look like Casper the Ghost. Is next Wednesday your birthday, Gnome?
Yeah.
Coming on a stream. Nice.
Back off, war child.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, I'm planning on sending you and Ollie some beers.
Can I drink that Wednesday?
Oh, that's good too. Shit.
Yeah, you can.
I don't want to like twist your
For
wrist.
Gnome's birthday, yes.
I haven't had a drop of alcohol. No cheat days, no bullshit. Other than the non-alcoholic beers, what is it, 0.05%? I've had nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No church, no little shot of wine with the bread, the Holy Spirit, none of that. No booze. And I got to get to 170 by the end of the month. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, either way, I'll send you guys beers, and if it happens, it happens. If not, it's all good.
But I did stop drinking 5 days before February
End of
1st.
January.
Yeah, because I started.
26th.
What's the date today? The 15th?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll make it work, though. Much love, Ron Barnes. Super chat. If they hadn't
Yeah,
called
'cause
the catch tumble. Sorry, what's up?
It reminds me of kind of. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good, Brush. I know we got the delay. Man. It's going to be all fucked.
I just remember like when we were like sending each other beers and like we were all drinking the same beer on stream, which was really fun.
We need to do that. Yeah, we'll do that again. We'll do that in March for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
The Bentgate Brewing guys are coming on March 1st. I don't know how long they're going to want to stay on, though, because we're going to start it at 3 o'clock their time. I don't know if they're going to take the day off work or whatnot, but it could be one of those 6-hour streams, and I'll drink 56 beers.
I can't do March 1st.
You're not drinking March 1st?
No, it's we're setting up for barbecue. Like we start
Oh.
teams. We start setting up that day.
Right. The reason you're not coming to Tampa. Duly noted.
Yeah.
Just trying to do a month. Bodine's Brews. It's kind of weird because I'm trying to do a month sober, and I'm trying to lose a bunch of weight in 1 month, and one of them's good. One of them's the sober thing's easier in February because there's the least amount of days, but you also have the least amount of days to lose weight. So it's kind of a thing.
Catch-22 kind of thing.
Yeah, but worst case scenario, I lost 10 pounds, assuming I lose no more weight, and I probably saved, I don't know, a few $100. So it's cool.
Wow.
And I knew that I would do this without even thinking about it. I mean, it's at no point am I like, I need a drink. This customer's giving me hell, or I just edited for 8 hours. I just need to slam a beer. Nothing like that. It was never like that. It was just me going out with people. That's when I used to drink the most. What up, Zach Pearson, 8-man in the house? What did Ron Barnes say? If they hadn't called the catch tumble return as an incomplete pass, that last call wouldn't have mattered. But maybe I need to get a degree in NFL catchology to understand what a catch is. The thing about reffing in the NFL, I mean, for starters, it's ridiculous, right? I mean, we have technology and slow motion and big screen TVs, and people can look at this stuff and dissect it, and we still have bad calls. I understand bad calls back in the day. No cameras, like that was part of the game. Every sport, that was it. But nowadays, they'll make a bad call, and they're like, well, we can't review it. This call is under reviewable. But they'll call in some dude, like a ref alumni, Mike Pereira, and he'll dissect it right there and tell you what happened. It's like, just go off him then. Like, just go off exactly what that guy did. His knee was down. He was out of bounds. Okay, then just make it right. We have the technology. And they're like, well, you can't challenge a defensive holding call. I'm like, why not? Just have 5 guys up there and make it unanimous. And if 3 of them say yes or 3 of them say no, go with that. Don't leave it up to one guy.
You want to get the call right no matter what. Like,
yeah.
It's just ridiculous at this point. Everyone's got 4K, 8K TVs, and you could look at every pixel and zoom in and slow it down, and we're still, I don't know.
And
It's
plus,
just
they have
silly.
angles that we don't have. Like, they have tons of different camera angles that we're not privy to. So I don't know. It just sucks that like they can get it right if they wanted to, but because they just like go by the rules, then change the rules, make it so the fucking outcome is correct.
And we don't. That's just it. The guy makes a shitty call. That he's not put on the spot on Sports Center. No one knows his name. No one knows any ref's name until you get busted for gambling 5 years down the road. Like, that's just it. You could just make a shitty call. If you make a shitty play as a player, Bill Buckner, you're getting death threats and you've got to leave town and everyone hates you. Or you're remember that guy on the Chicago Cubs, that fan that tried to catch the ball?
Bartman, dude.
Bartman. He can't show his face ever. But if a ref blows it, you don't even know who it is. You have no clue what his name is. You might be able to see his face if you go back and look at the game, but they're not going to show it. They're not going to like dial in on this dude's face on Sports Center, or pardon the interruption or anything. It's just weird that you could just make the worst call of all time. And that's just it. I get the weather. You're not supposed to be right about the weather 100% of the time. And it's kind of a cool job, right? You get paid a lot of money to not be right a lot. Most jobs would fire you for that.
They're like, oh, got it wrong again. See you tomorrow.
But for the reffing thing, I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't understand in sports, especially in soccer. When they score and they let the timer go on for like 4 more minutes while these guys celebrate.
Oh, we added 20 minutes.
Like, what is that?
What do you mean you added 20 minutes?
Why can't you just stop the clock, let them celebrate for however long they want, and then when they go back to the halfway line and they kick the ball to each other again, start it again? Why is there mystery time? Time's like the biggest thing in sports. Whoever has the most at the end of time wins. While the time is going on, score as many points as you can against the other team. And when time is over, that's the arbiter. It's arbitrary. And in soccer, they're just like, mystery game, silly.
That can't possibly be accurate. Some dude like looking at his watch, 13 minutes sounds good.
No, and in soccer, you could string a couple passes together and score a goal in a matter of seconds. So I just don't understand why they do that whole mystery thing.
Yeah.
I understand it's been going on forever, but it's just a stupid thing.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Back
Right.
off, war child.
Another thing I
Seriously.
wanted to mention too, in the Super Bowl, dude, apparently I guess they like painted most of the field and people were slipping left and right. Like
I heard the
there
turf
were so many
sucked. Yeah.
people- Yeah.
Was it from the
Yeah.
halftime show?
No, it was before
It was
that.
No, it was
beforehand.
even before the halftime.
Oh.
So like the kicker was slipping, like a bunch.
Everyone.
Yeah. Crazy. Stupid. I don't know, man. Don't they still do like pyrotechnic shows sometimes inside? They don't open the thing up. There's a lot of stupid shit in sports. But that's the best thing about baseball, and we're already getting baseball back, and baseball's the best sport of all time. It just is. It's just a rad thing. If you ever meet a girl, two girls, and this girl's into football and this girl's into baseball, take the chick that's into baseball. And the cool thing about baseball, if you're up by 10, you still have to throw the pitch. You know, you can't take a knee. It's not mystery time. The ref doesn't determine, hey,
Right.
the game's just over because you guys are up by 10. You have to keep the game going. You can't
Matter of
just
fact, sometimes it even gets more fun because they'll put a guy that has no business being on the mound, like a position player. To
Will Myers. Will Myers. He's not
yeah,
on the
Brock
pod.
Holt did it.
Yeah.
There's been a few dudes that just like, yeah, I pitched in high school. Get in there.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Wade Boggs has a couple strikeouts. He was
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
yeah. Wade Boggs was the man.
Back off, war child. Seriously.
Yeah, hockey's the shit too. I don't know if we're gonna go to that game on Thursday night, but I'm down for it. What did Chris Radiation say?
I love hockey.
Hockey's
I
probably
like
the
playoff hockey. I'm not a big
Playoff
fan of-
hockey is so good.
Yeah.
I'd imagine going to a hockey game is phenomenal. What we see on television does not do
It's-
justice.
It's fun, like especially college hockey games were so much fun.
Why?
Like we would just we pre like you get pregame for like most sports and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's just like pre-gaming for a hockey game because like you're just waiting for someone to like just drop mitts. You're ready. Like in college kids, they're not supposed to fight. So when they do fight, it's even
Ooh.
fucking better.
Do they
They
play?
are
Sorry, what's up?
because they're not supposed to fight. So when they fight, it's like they really are pissed. They are like pushed for some like you push this guy way too far kind of thing.
So what happens though? Do they get suspended for a game? Is it just a
Yeah, they miss out on a game or two. So
okay? Is it like college basketball where they actually play defense too? Because real hockey, the Savages in the NHL, they're diving in front of shots and stuff. The NBA is kind of a joke.
they go at it like because these kids they want to go pro. They want to they want it bad.
Okay, cool.
And so, but it's you get some really close games. So like you're just on your like you're almost standing the whole time, pretty much. And when you go to a college that like is a dry campus, you're fucking sneaking in beers, fucking sneaking in shots. Like
So down.
yeah.
So what do
it's
you-
even more fun? Like that just hiding shit from like
Beating the
from-
system.
yeah being the system is like even more fun. So it's just like all right, let's do it.
Blackhawks fan in the crowd. What up, Jerry Woodward? Happy hour
Plus,
hockey
like,
was fun. I
My
would love to go to a
apartment was
hockey
like
game.
right by the hockey stadium, so like I would just go down when I just see whatever tickets were available, fucking get them, and let's go.
University of Texas hockey, or is it a semi-pro
I
team?
didn't go to UD. I didn't go to UT.
Oh yeah, you went to upstate New York.
Yeah,
So your RCP had a college team or a hockey team?
RPI. Yeah, they were Div
RPI.
1 hockey team. Yeah,
They were.
it was the only Div 1 team we had.
Oh shit, man, that sounds like a blast.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Who are the Predators? Nashville. I think I've seen their stadium.
Back off, war child. Seriously.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's right near a park. That's where Nashville Music City Beer Fest is held.
I think I've been there.
Oh,
Is it right in the heart of downtown Nashville on Broadway?
yeah, it's right across the street from the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it goes hard down there.
Yeah,
If
it
anybody's
does.
if anybody's ever been to Nashville, you know it's wild.
Bruin games go hard.
Bruins, Boston Bruins.
Yeah, Boston Bruins. Yeah.
Everything in Boston goes hard. Every sports
I
team
don't
in
know if you
Boston
guys
goes
saw
ape
that,
shit.
but Ron Barnes said, I went to the fights and a hockey game broke out.
Ha!
I thought
Yeah.
it was fun.
Nice.
I think
Yeah.
I've heard that before, but it never gets old.
It never gets old. I love that one. Yeah.
My buddy who I went to Europe with, he moved to Prague. He's in Prague right now, killing it. I'm super jealous. And he sent me a picture the other night of him at a hockey game. And I didn't know what teams they were. I don't think anybody in here knows what's up. But that was cool to watch a hockey game in Czech Republic.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You got
International
bigger
games, yeah.
rinks, right? Yeah, I think so.
What's the deal with the NHL? Are most hockey players from Canada? Are they from Division One?
Canada, Russia,
Europe, yeah.
and some of the northern states of not Texas, of
Sweden,
America.
the big one.
What about
Sweden's a big one too.
Sweden's a big one? What about all these Division One
Czech.
schools? How many guys are going to the NHL from there?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. It's not like college football at all.
We
where-
can't keep up with what the Europeans are making.
Okay. Crazy.
They're just bigger, badder than us, and it's not even like funny. Like, and the Canadians as well. They fucking breed these guys.
It's weird now. Sports are weird because I was looking at the mock draft for the NBA, and a lot of guys, top 5, top 10, a lot of them aren't coming from Division One colleges anymore either. They're coming from other parts of the world.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they're going to different leagues now. I forget what it's called. Somebody in the chat helped me out. But you can be a pro at age 16 now. From 16 to 18, you get a $100,000 contract. I think it's called Elite or
Interesting.
something. But they're doing
Is that like outside of the states?
I don't know. And I'm trying to
Okay.
get caught up on it because it was always just from Division One, right? It was like the number one guy is going to be Adam Morrison or JJ Redick or maybe a couple high school guys, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant. But for more often than not, it was these guys that went to powerhouse Division One schools in America. But just Google the top NBA draft pick, mock draft pick of 2023, or look at the top 5 guys, and there might be one in there from Division One school. So wherever,
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know if it's Europe or South America or wherever. But what up, Walt Longmire? I know, man. We're going through puberty right now. But it's just a different game, it's just a different recruiting game now.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like no one can help us out in the chat. Semi-pro league game. I used to go to semi-pro in San Diego for hockey.
What do you think, Chris?
It was awesome.
Sorry.
Oh,
Have you heard of the Savannah Bananas?
No.
Yes. Yes.
You
so
have?
much fun. Yeah.
Savannah,
So
Georgia?
much
I
fun.
want. Yeah, Georgia. So they like recreated. They kind of redid baseball kind of thing, and they made their own rules to it. And
Can you do steroids?
no,
Shit.
that's still coming.
We got to
we'll
start
get
that
going.
league, man. Put whatever you
Yeah,
need to do in your body. Sniff nose beers.
No matter what gender you are, like
Have
of it.
syringes coming out of your pecs while you're at the plate. I don't care at all.
But yeah, no, they created a banana ball, which is their version of baseball, and like one thing like people complain about baseball is it takes too long. So they have a time limit almost, pretty much, and there's like no bunting, no balls. So like if you hit 3 balls, you start running, and they have to throw the ball to every player on field,
What?
and before they can throw you out, kind of thing.
They do tons of wacky shit. Yeah.
They do tons of wacky shit.
I saw one
and-
time they had the batter change.
This is good.
Like, he had to bat righty each pitch. He had to then bat lefty.
This is a
and
good
bat
one.
righty, like alternate.
Ooh, that looks good.
That does look
Watermelon
pretty
goza.
Yeah, we'll talk about banana beer in a second, or banana. What'd you call it? Savannah bananas. But
Banana ball, yes.
as far as non-alcoholic beers go, Untitled Art wins for the win right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, for these last couple weeks. Mihai Constantine Despan. Sorry if I botched your name, brother. Welcome to Braj Army, dude. I know it's not as fun anymore when I'm not getting blacked out, but I don't know. Maybe is it better? Is it better if I don't drink? No?
I don't think so. I
Same?
don't think it's any better or any
It's
worse.
the same.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm enjoying this non-alcoholic beer. Watermelon goza.
That
Much
sounds
love,
good.
Mahai. I'm not gonna
So
try
I
to say
think
his
this
name
year
again.
baseball starts the
Thank you,
pitch
Doug.
clock. No, or am I wrong on that?
Starts what?
The pitch clock. Like they're trying to speed the game up.
Right. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Just to get more commercials in?
No, just to retain viewership. Like
Viewership, yeah, people keep
people
falling
do think
off.
it just takes forever. I myself included. Like I love baseball, but it really is like who wants to watch a 4-hour game? Very few people.
I do, but I can see how that
do.
doesn't fit Generation Z's agenda.
Yep.
You know, and me and Emmett riffed on that a couple weeks ago. We were talking about how Gen Z doesn't really party anymore or go out. And Emmett was saying he was partying in a college town a few years ago, and he didn't see any young people there anymore. And I don't know if that's because they're on their phones or they're staring at it, or maybe they're just living better lives than we did. But
I think they're doing more house party kind of thing too, right? Like house
don't know.
parties become more popular than going out to a bar, I feel like.
Safer. Well, I mean, depends.
Yeah, ish.
we don't have
Way cheaper. I
Way
think That's
cheaper.
also one. That's I think one of the biggest reasons
Yeah.
too.
That's the draw.
when I was 21, I was going out every night and spending all my money on going out. I don't see too many 20-year-olds, 21, 22, 23-year-olds come into the brewery unless it's like some cheap half off or ping pong night or something. But I
Yeah.
think as time goes on, I think it's got to have to do something with technology and smartphones. Going out, seeing people, if you grow up with a phone, staring at it, I don't know, maybe you're less likely to go out to bars or social settings, but we were forced to. We weren't forced
Right.
to, but I think the smartphone came out in 2008. So when did I turn 21? 2006? So we were dying to go out every night.
Right.
And all the
right.
bars, even Sonoma State, a small school, it had maybe 10 bars in that
even
town.
for
They
me
were
growing up,
all
like we would,
packed.
you would want to go out. Like you wouldn't stay at home. You'd go out because like online video games kind of didn't come out till later on, till like 2000. Well, I'd say like 2008, 2009 is kind of when that really started picking up.
When online
Way
video
before
games,
that.
well, no, because I had,
They came out, but like it wasn't. It was frowned upon really bad back then. Like if you played too long online, kind of thing, right?
I'll give
Like,
you
go
that.
out.
Yeah, we had
I
a,
would pull like all nighters
Nowadays,
every other.
it's not that
day,
frowned
dude.
upon, right?
but you
It's not
had
that frowned upon.
you had to be really into it because we had every college house dating back to the 90s or whatever. They're gonna have a console, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega. We had probably PlayStation 2 or an Xbox, and we were always playing Halo multiplayer or FIFA,
Right.
but it wasn't online. And then we
It was
had
all LAN or like just
Yeah.
everybody on the same console.
plug
right?
in the 4 controllers, do it or whatnot. And then we had one roommate
Right.
in the back that was playing Halo 2, and we never got into it. We just didn't. We were like, this is weird. You're online. There's lag. We just didn't get into it. But once you cross that border, like, hey, I'm actually going to spend 2 or 3 hours to kind of get hooked on this.
Right.
And you
also,
get a
like,
couple
when
kills.
Internet got better too.
Internet got better.
over the
Yeah.
years.
And then
So
it was
that lag didn't really exist.
because I remember when Halo 3 came out, way more
Mm-hmm.
people of my friends that never got into video games were now playing Halo 3. That was like
Right.
the
That was the one that got a
Stargate.
lot of people. In
Yeah,
it.
Halo 3
Yeah.
brought in a lot of people. And it got to
And then
the point.
Modern Warfare as well. Like those two
Yeah.
games.
And then Call of Duty came out, and I was like, why are you
Yep.
guys playing this game now? Halo's so much better. And they're like, no, you got to play Call of Duty now. And I tried to play Call of Duty, and I would, you would die so fast because Halo, you could get shot a bunch of different times.
Right. You have the shields and
You got
everything.
the shield, you
yeah.
get away. Call of Duty was like 2 bullets to the head, doo, doo, and you're out. And then it was just kind of on from there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get introduced to that till like 4 years of it getting popular. So if you grew up with that and you're, a 10-year-old kid playing online,
Right.
you're probably not going out that much.
No.
You're probably
I
not
mean,
going
like
out that
especially
much.
if that's what you enjoy, right?
Right. If going out like this is stupid, this is boring.
Right.
No girls are into me. Every drink's $10. I'm going to go home and go back to my own world.
Mm-hmm.
He's living his life. Bodine's Brews. Another super chat from Bodine's, man. For March 1st, an alcoholic brews. Bodine's Brews, I swear on my grandmother's urn, with that $10 I will buy a beer, and it's going to have alcohol in it on March 1st, man. So cheers to you, Bodine's.
Hell yeah.
This is a good beer, by the way, though. If anybody's in the market for non-alcoholic.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Untitled
try
Art.
and go to like Total Wine to grab some.
Still haven't been to a Total Wine yet. We got Costco out here, Sam's Club, but no Bevmo or Total Wine. Party time in the house, man. What's up, Braj? We gotta
I got
we gotta get party time on here.
a Switch OLED.
To what?
The OLED Switch.
Delta Force. I think that was a Chuck Norris movie. Ninja Gaiden, man. I used a lot of Ninja Gaiden songs for the Homebrew Fly videos. Wow. We never got past the Quake 2 phase. Party time. You want to get on here?
Yes. Well,
Blackwood Brews, man. Blackwood Brews. Check out him on his YouTube channel.
Ow. Oh, my beard. I zipped up my beard. Oh, that's.
Oh no.
Hey, at least it's not your penis, like in
Oh yeah.
Something About Mary. Yeah.
Back off, war child.
Is
Seriously.
it the beans or the Frank? What up, Max Kelly?
Both.
So how are you guys doing this this collab? Is there a timeline on it, or is it no rush? No.
No rush because, like I said, I'm playing catch up.
He's bottle
Northwest,
conditioning?
I think he bottled his a day or two ago,
Mm.
and he's bottle conditioning, so that'll take about 2 weeks. Mine should be done in like, I don't know, 6 days. I'll force carve it, and then we're gonna send it to each other.
Shipping glass,
Do a
huh?
call.
Dancing with the devil.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, thankfully, he's kind enough to like not like rush me, because lately my main fermenter's been tied up, so it's like one beer at a time. I won't go into why, but there's basically the temperature. It's just too cold for me to use the Unitanks, SS Brewtech. Like the little cone heater is just not good enough.
Gotcha.
It's like, cold as fuck, but.
Gotcha.
So I've been, kind of limited, but
I like the collab though, man. I've been seeing a lot of
Yeah,
collabs
too.
lately. The Brew Show's got a collab coming on. I think the Brew Show's doing Brewlosophies Saturday night or Saturday morning Patreon
Great.
thing on the Facebook thing. So check that out if you're subscribed or doing Marshall's Patreon, because it's going to be the Brew Show this week. And they put out a video, Martin and Marshall.
yeah, recently, like maybe
Phenols.
4 days ago or something.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, the production was phenomenal, as always.
Yeah.
I don't think Marshall was in that, though, no? It was just uploaded to his channel?
Smart.
It was just Martin?
Pretty sure. I mean,
Martin's on a grind like nobody's business.
what was that?
I was just saying Martin's on a YouTube grind like nothing I've ever seen before.
I don't know how he finds the time.
I've talked to Kyle about it.
Yeah. Warren Keen, Homebrew Challenge?
Yeah, I mean, he'll go pick his kids up from school and get there half an hour early and just edit in his car and stuff like that. Edit on a laptop.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
So,
dedication.
yeah.
That's crazy. He's doing it on the laptop, like with the trackpad and stuff.
That's what I'm in the market for. I'm gonna try to buy a MacBook. And thanks for answering my phone call the other day, Ollie. I was
no worries.
Trying to figure out
Yeah.
what I need to get, a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro. And I'm gonna go with the MacBook Pro because of pretty much the fans in there.
Yeah, the cooling.
Yeah. So Bodine's Brews, man. Your $10 is gonna go to me drinking beer, but Ron Barnes, your $5 is gonna go to my MacBook, so I can edit on trips and on the road. Or at least just upload stuff from my camera and then just kind of look at sort it all out and stuff like that. But yeah, Martin's a trip. Martin's a machine. Has he put out content on his channel on the Homebrew Challenge recently?
Yeah, he put out
How to crush grains, DIY grain
Crush
crush.
Grains. Then there was also the carbonating like sparkling wine,
Ooh.
like regular wine to make sparkling wine.
Nice.
And I should have commented on it because like I made my own white wine, and then I threw it in a keg
Yeah.
and hit it with 30 psi, and just let it sit and just served it at 30 psi as well too. And I had none of the issues that he was kind of running into, like it going flat within like a minute or so. And I was like, that's weird. But he was used, so I don't know like why that was
Wow.
happening with him, but not with me. So I'm interested.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
I'd be down to like pick his brain about what happened and what he did.
got to get him back on too. I got to visit him. We're only a few hours apart, but Kyle made a video on that. Kleinhammer did a video a little bit ago about fermenting. It wasn't champagne. It was he did wine with juice, and I want to make a video on that. Just a crazy, stupid video. Just buy like 15 or 20 juices from the store, pour
I've
8
done
out,
it.
and just hit it with all the same yeast and see what happens.
I've done it.
What happened?
Sulfur.
Sulfur, turtle farts.
It wasn't turtle farts. It ended up. It just tasted like straight up alcohol. I needed to age it, and I kind of did, but it just was. There was a lot of awful. It was just weird flavors, kind of thing. Tasted really strong, and
Was it apple juice or orange juice or
I used grape juice.
grape
I
juice?
wanted to make like
Wine.
pseudo wine kind
Yeah.
of thing, right? So I used the wine yeast, and I used white grape juice, I think, and I added corn sugar to get the ABV up.
Because all the ABV starts at 1050, right? All the juice
Right.
you buy, everything
Right.
for whatever reason, it's all set to 1050.
Right, it's a give or take, right? And so I was like, all right, I need to bump it up. Let me do corn sugar because like I'm gonna have a low final gravity anyways because I want it dry. So I did that, and I think I let it sit for too long in the fermenter, but I thought maybe it would age nicely, but I don't know. It was weird.
Might be a quick
And-
way to get cheap booze to distill, right? I mean, what would be the fastest way to get booze?
And so that was like my next thing. I was like, dang, if I had a thing to distill, like this would probably go do really well for
Just
that.
be a little small batch.
Mm-hmm.
But if like, what would be the fastest way to get sugar? Like sugar water and turbo yeast? Just
Pretty
concentrate.
much.
Like what's in
Yeah.
juice from concentrate? There's all the sugar and shit's in there, right? Or do you add sugar?
Yeah,
too?
it's all sugar. It's all sugar.
It's all sugar in there too.
Uh-huh.
Huh? No, because I want to buy like 10 or
That or
20.
high fructose corn syrup or whatever.
Yeah. Has anybody ever tried to ferment soda? Get a 2 liter of Coke?
Well, pro breweries, yeah, not me.
Like, what do they do in prison? How do they make Pruno?
Oh, they get
Bread
like-
yeast?
yeah, they use bread yeast, and they'll use just like the fruits that they get and stuff like that, and add water and make like,
Oh, God.
yeah, it's not good.
I'm going to make
Of,
that
like-
video.
But I think like
Take a sip
I think
and throw it out.
things I would do different is I think I would put less corn sugar. I
Stephen
think I
Plass.
went too high on the ABV. I think it went up to like 14% ABV, and I was like,
Oh,
"Ugh."
shit. Yeah.
I think I should have stuck to like 11, 12.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that'd been fine. Also,
Quick mead.
yeah, and then also I think age it in glass if I'm gonna let it age for a while. I aged it in a plastic bucket, so I think it might have pulled some weird flavors from that.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
definitely at least
then-
do
and
stainless.
I think I let it sit on the yeast for too long, too, because it was in primary. I never moved it to a secondary, I
Back
don't
off, poor
think.
child, seriously.
Get some of that shit away from it.
And then
Meso.
I would add some pectin as well too.
Ketchup
get
wine.
Better,
Brutal.
get some mouthfeel. And then if I had like some oak, like sanitized like oak, like those oak blocks and stuff like that, I'd also throw those in there as well too.
What about yeast nutrient, though? Something to kill the smell.
Yeah, yeast nutrient. I mean, I used with that EC 118 champagne yeast, and that thing just doesn't need much to get going.
It's like a
that thing
turbo yeast.
Works like a fuck. It works like a fucking tank, man.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of distillers use that, to be honest.
Wow.
Chris Vodka,
And it
what's up,
finishes
man?
Nice and dry as well too.
Do you have any interest in distilling? No.
Not at all.
Nothing?
Oh, dude, I really want to so bad.
But just to
I want
see,
to
like,
so bad.
just you don't have to drink it. Just hit it with a little dab, see if you nailed it, and then give it away.
Yeah, I mean, it would be really like I like what I don't mean to bring up Treehouse again, but I like how they're like creating spirits, putting it in barrels. Now they have their own barrels to
Dude,
put their beer in.
bring
That's
up,
cool as fuck.
talk about Treehouse as much as you want, man.
Yeah, I feel like I'm bringing them up too much lately.
No, you're not. And I'm trying to get a hold of that guy, but he won't let me because he has to follow me back on Instagram for me to reach out to him. But I see him commenting on stuff. He's listening.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe not to this one. He probably listens to the ones that I chop up into 3 minutes. Yeah. But have you? I know you don't drink hard alcohol, but have you seen their distilling operation in person?
No, it's like away from the general public. It's in their warehouse section.
Yeah, they're killing it too hard.
It's really insane. Like it's fucking nuts.
But how are they going to
Dude,
do?
I wanted to still so bad.
I know, me
Did
too.
you check out that part of the video where they show the actual still?
Yeah, and they're on a sick one right now too. He put out another video I think today, just talking about their top 6 beers on draft right now,
Yeah.
or maybe yesterday. But they know what's up. I don't think they know the algorithm. They definitely have the production. They have good thumbnails, but they're still putting out 25, 30-minute videos. And I know that we're gonna watch those, but not a lot of people are gonna watch those to the end, unless you're
Hardcore people will, but
hardcore people will. But
Yo, we got 80 people.
got 80 people in here. What's up, everybody? What up, Sparger Brewing? 80 people in the house, man. Let us know what you're drinking. What up, Kurt Wilson? All the green in here. I love it. Chebrew's beer. But no, they're killing it. And I got to make it out there. We'll figure out that a little bit later on.
We'll definitely make a trip out there.
I got to get that guy on the happy hour, though. Nathan Lanier.
Oh, that'd
Good
be
luck for
so
that
cool
one.
if we know him.
Dude,
if
he's
you
on.
know him before we get there.
He wrote back.
that'd be
We
so
talked
good.
about his age on here, and he commented, I'm 38, and he's got his
39.
He's 39.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how much he checks his Instagram, but I'm trying to get a hold of him, and I'm not gonna like email their HR or their whatever shit's on their website. I just want to, hey man, like write me back on Instagram if possible.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a very busy guy.
Nathan, write me back on Instagram if you want to come on. That'd be rad, man. It'd be a blast. I don't think he drinks a lot. I think most brewery owners, especially a brewery of that caliber, I don't think he's gonna drink a lot. But I think most brewery owners in general, like Trevor doesn't drink a lot when he comes on. Jorge
Right.
pretty much never drinks. And in Nathan Lanier's videos, he's got that shirt. It's not a shirt. It's not like an Under Armour thing, but he's got a hoodie, but it's a pretty thin garment that he's wearing. And I could tell that he lifts weights and takes very good care of himself. So I think it'd be one of those things where if he came on, he'd probably be sober, but that'd be cool. Shit, I'm sober and we're still here. But that's the main owner of Treehouse? No? Is that the safe thing to say?
Well, there's 4 co-owners. He's the brewer and one of the co-owners. But I would say he's the most important. That's for damn sure.
I'd say he's mostly the face of it too, right? Like if you were trying to find who owns
Him
Treehouse.
and I believe Dean. There's a few videos out there of Dean as well. He's usually the one that kind of gives like tours and talks about like their history.
Well, in all the YouTube videos they're putting out, I've just seen the one dude,
Yeah, it's all Nate. Yeah, for sure.
Nate. And you have not met him? No?
No.
Yeah, he's the man. So when they get into this whole distilling game, do you think it's gonna be one of those things like how their beer is? They're not going to distribute. You could only buy it from their tasting room, or do you think that they're going to take over the world and compete with Smoky Moonshine and Smirnoff and everything else?
That's a good question. I think it would be harder to sell hard alcohol right out of your like tap room or like from the brew, whatever you want to call it, the distillery. I would think they're going to have to at some point distribute that to like liquor stores or I don't know. Like,
It all comes down to how much you're making, though. If you're not making a lot, you have to sell it out of your.
you'd sell it.
If you're pushing volume, though, you better have channels of distribution in all 50 states. And I think that that's what they would do. And it's the same name, right? It's still Treehouse.
Yeah. It's all under the same brand.
Damn, dude. And they've got their coffee.
Coffee, seltzer.
Golf
think
courses,
don't
country
do it
clubs.
Yeah, country club. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Like, a lot of that stuff was very recent, probably the last 3 years. So who knows what's going to be in the next 3 years?
Willy Wonka.
But-
And it was funny because
For
we
real.
we talked about how they're the Willy Wonka of the
Wonka,
brewery.
they put that in their
They put-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that had anything to do with us talking about it.
Hell of
but
a coincidence. if
hell of a
not.
coincidence, though.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And if anybody wants to know what we're talking about, it's one of those videos that is 20 plus minutes, right? It was a long one, 25 minutes, and at the end they were
Yeah, it was
playing.
where they show their warehouse area.
They were playing Willy Wonka. And hey, more power. Willy Wonka, beer, brewery, young business owner, dreams,
Yeah.
all good things.
Yeah,
And
it
I-
really is. I can't wait to do see that place in person because it really is like. I mean,
Dude,
even if the
I've
beer was
been wanting to
mediocre,
go there for
the
a
place
long time.
alone is just like what, like you just step the fuck back and like you just like appreciate like how great it is. I don't know.
There's not
I
too
know
many
I-
breweries
I-
that have done that to
yeah,
me
like,
except
not
for
big,
Sierra Nevada. But yeah. And the good thing about we'd fly into Boston, right? For sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like I live about an hour away from the TF. Well, no, not TF Green. Logan.
And how far are you from the nearest treehouse? Because there's 4 or 5.
And it's also an hour, but it's west of Boston,
And you're east of Boston?
south.
Okay. Okay, I got it. But the good thing about it being close to Boston is that Allegiant flies there. So I can get to Denver, Austin, Boston, Tampa Bay, Las Vegas, I think Chicago, all for like
Yeah, dude,
$100.
It seems like you're in a great hub because you show me these prices. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Great.
Fuck.
I don't. Allegiant doesn't do the same flights for me. Like I can't do
Same,
Allegiant from
dude.
here to Boston.
What about Spirit?
I don't think so. I get American Airlines, but it's not, and it's not
That's
too
not
bad.
good. That's not going to be as cheap though.
That's not going to be as cheap though.
No, I'm in a great hub except for going to San Diego. Except for visiting back home.
Going out west, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost better just to fly to Vegas and then get a Vegas to Burbank or San Diego if you can in the same day. And I'll probably look into that. But then you have to bank on like everything working out and there not being a delay or anything because then your second ticket's dead weight.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a good hub. I think that Florida is probably the best hub, you know, because you can get down to the Caribbean and the Bahamas and Puerto Rico
Right.
and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh no, flying from like Miami, you can go
Bro,
all down there. Yeah.
dude, you can go to Playa del Carmen from Orlando for like $150 round trip.
Dang, that's cheaper than like it is for me, and I'm even closer.
I know. Orlando and Miami are these huge hubs that can get you to
Hubs, yeah.
paradise for cheap. What up? It's Rick.
Yep. Playa del Carmen was so nice. It was so good.
I know. I want to go down there. I was just having dinner with somebody who just got back from Mexico, and they hit 4 cities. And I don't remember the other ones, but they said they hit Playa del Carmen. I said, which one was your favorite? And they said Playa del Carmen. No questions asked.
Nice.
They said they were all phenomenal. Like they recommend all 4 of those cities. But if you had to go to one, Playa del Carmen. Wow.
Yeah.
So I could
It's a really fun. It's like a really just like nice, relaxing place for sure.
and you were there last year.
Yeah, back in November. Yeah. No, October. My bad. Yeah.
You did Playa del Carmen and Aruba back-to-back months.
No. Aruba was like January, and October was Playa del Carmen.
Still pretty close, and you know the grand scheme of
Yeah,
things.
but it was with 2 different folks. Like I did family in Playa del Carmen and friends in Aruba.
If you could do one of those or recommend one of those, go to Aruba or Playa del Carmen. Who would you shout out? What city would you shout out?
I just say whatever is your like. Depends what you're looking for, right? Like if you're looking for
Cenotes. I want to go to Cenotes. Cenotes, like the underwater caves.
the Aruba for sure. Like
Really?
I mean, well, no, okay. If you want to underwater caves, then no, you have to do it in Mexico. Like they don't have that in Aruba, right? Like Aruba is, it's an island, right?
Snorkeling,
You're not gonna
and
have-
typical
Yeah,
White
It's like-
Lotus shit.
But if you want to do like everything on the beach and stuff like that, Aruba for sure. Like the beaches there were fantastic. Like so fucking good.
Been to Bermuda. Yeah, I went to Bermuda once. The water was so warm it wasn't even relaxing. It was weird.
No, the water was like a bit cool, but like it warmed up fast, but like
Yeah.
not too bad. But it still was like super refreshing to hop in and everything. And like my favorite thing about like one of my favorite things with Aruba was just like all the beer bottles. They were all 7.5 like ounces, not 12 ounces.
Do you have to
And
hold on to them and bring them back for recycling purposes, like Mexico?
you can't. I mean, they encourage it because you get some money back.
Yeah, I think it's a good system, so no one's just breaking bottles.
Yeah, no, it's a very good system
For
because
sure.
like, especially because like stuff Aruba is not cheap. Like
32
stuff
ounce
there is expensive.
Ballenas.
Food there is expensive. Beer
Ooh.
there is expensive. So,
Yeah,
but
I'm down for Aruba
so
too.
it was nice. Like we would like buy like 24 packs cases and we'd save all our bottles and then next day go to the liquor store and return them.
You get like $5 back or $5 credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is-
and we just used to buy the next 24 pack.
yeah, that's a weird thing because recycling is definitely different from country to country. Did you see cans down there, or is it all
Yeah.
bottles?
No,
Cans
too.
are everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get money
I just
back.
realized I didn't have my heater plugged, the heating element plugged into the temp controller.
Fuck.
Thank God I noticed that.
So what
Oh,
now?
shit. Oh, it's just it dipped a little bit below my target temperature, but it hasn't even started fermenting, so that's fine.
Okay. You don't have to bring it up to
Yeah, no.
170. Kill some.
But like,
No.
so we loved those like the 7.5 bottles.
Yeah.
And we asked them like why they're so small, and they're like the reason is because it gets so hot there that like a 12-ounce beer is gonna warm up so fast.
Right.
Warm up
Genius.
like, and so
Unless you
it
give
keeps
it-
you drinking more.
You got a koozie or you got some form
Right,
of prep,
right.
but then
And
it's a whole other
koozies
thing.
are more of an American thing than
Right.
like anywhere else. And
I
so
bet
we
you
called
people-
the
Sorry.
so like the 7.5 beers, they went down like so fast. So we called them like chuggables. And we were just like, all right, let's get around to chuggables.
Little
you know?
Coronitas.
I bet you people are gonna drink more too because oh shit, already done. I'll have another.
Yeah, no,
It's
yeah,
like a
for
culture.
sure. I definitely was drinking. I was like, oh, it's 10 beers, but it's not really 10 beers. So I'm like, I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah.
That would have been a good move. That would have been a good move for White Claw. Like if White Claw, what are they? 12 ounces? They're not
12
16.
ounces.
But if they put
No,
it in
they're
something
12
small,
ounces.
what's Red Bull?
Oh,
8
they have those
ounces?
8-ounce Red Bulls. Yeah.
Yeah, to put the White Claws in those, people just drink
Mm-hmm.
30 of them without even thinking about it. I mean, they kind of
Oh,
already
for
do,
sure.
right?
Kind. I mean, even at 12 ounce, yeah, pretty much.
But something tells me when they bring the quantity down, they don't really bring the price down because they sell 6-packs
No.
of Coronitas, and they're not half price. They're still.
No, yeah, like
11
the
or
small
12 bucks.
Coronas, yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going in for.
The hairless dog.
Haven't had this one yet. Haven't had this one yet.
Yeah.
Terry T Rex Hankey gifted 5 memberships. Much love, Braj. Big shout out to Terry the T Rex. Cheers,
Oh,
you
yeah.
brunch. Wow. I will
Well, I
drink
went
a
to
beer
a
for
craft-
you. I'll drink a
I went
non-alcoholic beer for
to
you
a
now.
craft beer place in Aruba. It was the only one they had, and really was pretty good. Like
That surprises
I
me.
like I got to go in the back. Like I met the owner and everything, and I got B-roll if you want and stuff like that too.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit.
And so like yeah, they're on a 1-barrel system. How they serve their beers
Smells
is
weird.
like 5-gallon corny kegs and like a keezer, like a 10.5 cubic keezer kind of thing, and it's really cool. And one of the beers was out.
Not good.
They sold out of that beer, but their Imperial IPA not so good. I hate to say it, but like it was just I don't know if
Say
they
it.
put something in the line or whatever, but it just wasn't good.
Speaking of not so good, if you guys are ever trying to buy a non-alcoholic beer, don't get the
Don't buy hairless dog.
Don't buy Hairless Dog's coffee stout.
But other than that, like their normal IPA was really good. Their lager was really good. Their hard seltzer was good.
I gotta start writing this shit
Like-
down.
But it was really like it was nice seeing their whole system and everything.
Yeah,
And I asked them, and so I was like, where do you get your water? Where do you get like grains and all that? So since Colombia and all that's pretty close, that's where he's gonna get his grain shipments from.
Okay.
But Aruba has like all the tap water is built in
Colombia.
is built in RO water. Like tap water is RO water.
Who owns Aruba? I'm drawing a blank right now. I thought it was down there by the Bahamas.
No, it's owned by Netherlands.
Is it more
It's not.
towards
It's closer to South America than it is to
than it
like,
is
the
Cuba?
Caribbean.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. So you need a passport to get in there.
Yes.
We got the barrages coming in right now. Dave Tremmel, what's up, man? I think that's that shout out from T-Rex. I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
Terry the T-Rex, man. Look at all this green in here. Matthew Watson, what's up, you barrage? Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Love
I
all
didn't
this green,
realize
man.
they were a Dutch colony.
There,
Yeah.
there's a couple
Yeah.
Dutch colonies down there. But that's kind of how Jorge explained it in Puerto Rico. He said there's not, what's a half barrel? 15.5. What's a keg? 15.5 gallons?
Yeah.
He says they're all in cornies down there. Or they're all in
Cornies, yeah.
sixtals, 5-gallon cornies.
Mm-hmm.
Or 5-gallon kegs.
Gallon Sankey's, yeah.
So I don't know why. I don't know. It just seems like kind of more of a hassle for transportation and stuff. But maybe just getting it down there is
I asked
difficult.
him and he was like, yeah, we like it's the same deal as they got them from soda companies. So like if you look on half of his kegs, they all say like Pepsi or Coca-Cola company.
So it's not a
On
Sankey, and then it is a corny keg.
No, they are corny kegs. Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
A lot of cleaning too. Oh my god.
Yeah, because you got to do those all manually. Is there a corny
Mhm.
keg machine that you could just flip them upside down? Like a,
Sure.
I think they had one and like it was like a makeshift one that they had
Right.
kind of thing.
yeah.
That's 3 kegs to
'Cause they
one.
don't have access to they don't really have access to
Like
Northern
that.
Brewer and stuff like that, right?
True, yeah. And Jorge's talked about the reality of owning a brewery or maybe, just a business or a lot of businesses when you're on an island. It's tough to get stuff.
Yeah.
And when you can get stuff, it's a lot more expensive.
Expensive,
yeah,
yeah.
we'll save that conversation for when Jorge comes on. That's his story to tell. But he's been on a couple times. We've talked about it, but it's been a minute. I don't think I've had Jorge on since I
been a
had the
while.
office in the other room. Yeah. No, I'm in this room over here. Am I getting some trolls? The link to the flare quarter to quarter? Yeah, probably. It's all good though. No, that's cool though. And the good thing about getting away with all that homebrew stuff at a commercial brewery is you said there's only one brewery down there. So it's not like these guys
Yeah.
are like going to hit you up on Yelp, say fuck it. And then, they can just walk across the street to another brewery like you could in San
Brewery,
Diego.
yeah.
Yeah. But still, nonetheless, craft beer in Aruba. So what do they speak down there? Is it Dutch? Or?
Papiamento. It's called Papiamento. Is their local language?
Sounds like a variation of Spanish.
It's like Spanish, Portuguese, and Dutch all mashed together, kind of.
They've got their own vibe.
By
Yeah.
the way, CH, Xander Bogaerts, who is going to be your new favorite player. He's
I
from
saw
Aruba.
that. He's from Aruba?
Yeah.
Damn. How big is
He
Aruba?
speaks,
Speaks what?
Pretty small.
Like 1 million people?
Let's see.
Way smaller. What up, Janko Tiano?
Yeah, it's 110,000.
That's it?
110,000 people?
Yeah, population.
Can you even rent a car out there? Or do you have to get like a Vespa?
You can.
You can rent a car
you
out
can
there?
Rent a car. Yeah. We didn't. We just took those like bird scooters everywhere.
What's a bird scooter?
Like the electric push scooters. kind of
Okay.
thing.
The one that are in every city in America now.
Yeah.
Bird
And then, like,
scooters?
Yeah, that's the brand. That's
Oh, I
the
didn't know that.
company. Yeah.
Can you drive one to your house? Like, can I just steal one from downtown so I have it here so I'm the only one that uses
They
it?
they have GPS in them, and so
This
there's
isn't
certain
live,
areas
is
that
it?
are no ride areas.
So it'll
but
just shut off?
shut off. Yeah. You
Ooh.
can kick push it, but it won't. You won't be able to use the
No,
electric.
and my shit's all uphill and downhill. That'd be a nightmare.
Yeah.
What a smart man, whoever or woman, sorry, or whoever came up with this. But this is way more popular and successful than I would ever thought. Imagine pitching that idea. The first guy that was like, "Hey, let's create scooters, put all this money into them, put them in the biggest cities where people are you know, crime is through the roof and there's drugs and all this stuff, and you know they're going to get fucked with, and we're still going to do it anyway. And it took off like nobody's business.
And you just leave them anywhere. What do you mean you just leave them anywhere?
Right. Imagine pitching that to Mark Cuban on Shark Tank. They would laugh your fucking ass off that show.
Yeah, and
They're
people make
all
money
o-
from like collecting them and charging them and stuff like that.
They're all over Knoxville. If they're in Knoxville, they're everywhere. This is a small town.
Oh yeah, they're so when I used to live downtown in Austin, it was awesome because like I would take
beer's
them
really gross.
because like I had a 15-minute walk uphill to
Tastes
work,
like soy sauce.
or take a 2-minute scooter drive to work for less
Yeah.
than like $2. I'm like done.
Is it all the same brand?
There's like Bird, Lime, and stuff like that. And so
this guy's a trip.
Uber bought Lime, I believe.
Okay. We got 84 people in there right now.
And
What up, 84 people
Bird-
in here right now? Got 2 more weeks left to sober
Oh
October.
hell yeah!
It's like puberty. What?
Yeah, we're going through puberty all over again. I got to lose 10 more pounds, man. Then I'm going to drink 500 beers. I'm sorry, all guys.
yeah.
I just got excited. There's 85 people here. But Uber bought
Oh,
one of
that's all
them.
good. Yeah, I think Bird is still independent. I don't remember which one. Yeah, but no, Lyft I think owns Lime and Uber owns Bird, something like that. And so, but yeah, like they got bought out super fast because people were using them like crazy.
Yeah, so shout out to those guys who started that, as everybody, their friends and family, investors laughed in their faces, and now they're probably retired.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Joke's on us.
They fucking killed. Like it was great. Like
Yeah, I don't.
people hated them, but I like for me, I loved it because like
It sounds
especially
like a
living downtown,
sounds like
it
a
was
nightmare.
great for getting around.
The business pitch sounds like an absolute nightmare.
Oh, for sure. And they're like, so how do you charge them? No, you just convince people. You'll pay people. Say like, hey, if you charge them, we'll take it and charge it. We'll throw you some compensation money for that.
Wait, is that how you do it? You charge it, and then they take a little rebate off?
No. So like people have made their own company by like their whole job is to collect these scooters at the end of the night and take them to their warehouse or whatever and charge
Brilliant.
them, and then they'll distribute them.
Brilliant.
Uber they're not hired directly by Uber. They just get the compensation money from Uber or from Bird and Lyft and all that.
Crazy. But shit, at the end of the day, I'm always the one that says anything's a good idea as long as it's done right. So that's your
Yeah.
prime example. But
So like I know people who would make it their side hustle to just charge those scooters.
not a bad side hustle. Not a bad side hustle. Do got some beer questions in here, though. Rugger, CH, non-alcoholic stout. It says stout on the label. It tastes like flat soy sauce. It tastes like your shittiest
really?
homebrew of all time. Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
That reminds me of.
It
Santa
smells like
Claus.
shit. It tastes like shit. And I have to drink it because I spend money on it.
There's
But
this
it's one
Austrian
beer. It's not a-
Sammy Claus,
it's not a
and
six-pack.
it just tastes like straight up soy sauce.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
It's not good at all. It's not good at all. Bodine's Brews, man. Pitching $10 towards my GoFundMe for my Just for Men beard hair when I grow my beard back, because I've got too many white hairs coming in these days. Too many Gandalf the Greats. We got a beer question up here talking about Lieutenant Rob Z. Hey, guys, I've got a Band-Aid flavor in my last 2 beers after being in the keg for a while. Is it just that I'm using tap water or something else I need to look at? I would never use tap water to begin with, and I have no idea what Band-Aids taste like, so I'm probably not the best person to ask. Anybody else help me out here?
I would say, yeah, tap water, unless like you're in a place that has fantastic tap water, but most
Or well
places
water?
don't.
Yeah.
And
said that he hasn't used.
and I
canned,
think
would-
you maybe check out something in your maybe like open up your keg, clean it out. There might be just like leftover of something in there that's lingering that might cause an off flavor.
Tap water
So
is
if
it's a ballsy
but yeah,
move.
tap water would be
That's a ballsy
probably
move.
your biggest most likely
Concern,
issue.
yeah. Eric R. Aruba is modern. You can go resort style or Airbnb or condo, etc.
Yeah.
Rent a
Yeah,
car
we
if
did
you want.
Airbnb.
Well, I mean, if there's only 110,000 people there, it can't be that big. It seems like you could get around pretty damn easily without having to rent a car.
No, like
It's spread
from
out.
downtown to where we were, like, no, it's not spread out. It's not that hard to get around.
Right. Like you said, you strictly did the bird scooter things. You didn't get a car
Yeah, and if there was a place
Or
we didn't,
Uber.
we just took a taxi. Yeah.
or a taxi.
No Uber. They didn't have Uber.
I have a question. So the scooters, that could still get you a DUI in certain cities, right, or certain states.
For sure.
Yes.
You get a
Yeah.
DUI on a wheelchair.
You can get a DUI on a bicycle.
I'm worried about my
On a
buddy
wheelchair?
Rebob. Yeah, no,
Oh, Bob, yeah.
you met Rebob? You guys know Rebob?
Rebob, yeah, we met him.
Yeah.
Greatest American who's ever lived. Yeah.
Don't
He,
tell me he got a DUI in a wheelchair.
no, but he's talked about
okay.
it, and you have to obey the rules of the road.
Right. You had to hit all the stop
Well,
signs.
I thought if it's motorized, that's where like the technicality comes into play.
No.
No, bicycles.
Yeah,
you can get a
bicycles.
DUI on a
Really?
bicycle.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
that was a thing
That's
in
gonna be
college.
stupid.
I know,
That's
I know. Like if a cop, unless you're swerving in traffic and you're really bombing through intersections and maybe you don't have a light or something. But if you have a light on and you're driving in the bike lane and a cop pulls you over and gives you a DUI and you're like, dude, I was doing the right thing. This is what we were told to do to be responsible is not drive
Right.
and ride bikes home.
Not. Yeah.
When they do
And we're-
the field sobriety, do they make you do it on a unicycle?
Ah.
Oh, hey.
And you're cutting
Figure
through green belts and parking lots that there's no cars in and stuff like that. Like
Right.
you're not on the highway, you're not bombing through boulevards. I mean, you could be, but
Also, like you crash into somebody on a bicycle, you're less likely gonna like kill them than you are getting in a car, right? Like
what do you mean, bike to bike?
bike to bike or bike to pedestrian, like
Yeah, I think cops are probably
like, car to
more
pedestrian,
cool.
car to bike, car to car. Like that's horrible. Like
Yeah. But I think most cops would be cool unless this guy was
lawnmower DUI.
Have you seen that bit where, I mean, more often than not, if you're cool with cops, they'll kind of let you go. I'm speaking from my experience, but there was that, I think I sent it to you guys.
Where do you live? I'm a kid.
What's up? I mean, that's subjective, but once you start talking back to cops and acting like a badass, they're like, let's go. Like, I'm not letting you off now. I was going to be cool, but like,
Right, yeah.
you're fucked. You fucking dumb idiot drunk kid. When you start saying yes, sir, no, sir, you've got your hands like up here. You're not talking back. One word answers. You're saying sir a lot. It could save you from a night in the drunk tank.
You're not going to get a good result talking back to anybody.
No.
If you think about it that way. Like,
No, and I don't get
somebody who's in an authority position,
Yeah.
probably not the go-to.
no.
That's not the time.
There was this one clip where these guys, and I hate bikers, the Lance Armstrongs of the world. I hate them with all my heart. They're so territorial of the
Yeah.
road. Every time I'm jogging, I wave to them. I get nothing back. They'll talk shit. They're the biggest pussies of all time. I'll be jogging in the bike lane on the 101 with Donnie, and they'll come by and just be like, stay in your lane, fuck you. And if you say, yo, fuck you back, fuck you, they'll never turn around. They just keep going because they know that they're never going to see you ever again. They'll talk all this shit and then just speed off 25 miles per hour. And there's this one clip, there's this one video where it's like 20 people that are doing, and they always got to go on the worst roads, the most busiest roads where there's no room for 50 people, and then they're going to hog up all the car lanes.
All the lanes, yeah.
So a cop pulls them all over. And
you sent this to us.
Yeah. And the cop was like, hey, I just want to let you guys know you ran a red light back there. That was not cool. You got to obey the rules, the same rules as drivers do. And this one guy starts mouthing off, and his buddies were even like, shut up. Stop talking to the cop. Just shut your fucking mouth. And the guy just couldn't do it. And he was telling the cop, you're right, or I'm right, you're wrong. And the cop was like, y'all can go ahead, have a good day. This guy's coming with me. He's getting ticketed, and he's got to, get off his little bike now with his clicked-in pedals. I was like, that's awesome. Just shut up. Just, be cool to cops. It's never going to get better.
What annoys me about cyclists is like they want to be a car up until it becomes inconvenient for them, and then they just want to roll. You know what I mean? Like
they want to be treated the same respect as a car, but they don't want to follow the same rules as a car.
exactly.
I just
That
want
shit
them to say
pisses
hi to
the
me.
fuck off.
Just wave back to me, man. Common courtesy. When you see somebody,
Be nice.
when you see somebody on the same road as you. You're in this together, right? Like we're doing cardio. We're trying to lose weight. There's just this nod or this little wave that is the support system. Like, I don't know you. You're a stranger, but we're in this together. You know, you don't talk, and they never wave back. They could, give a nod or just look up. Never. They think they're more badass than like baseball players from the 80s. Like, you just can't say a word.
Yeah.
How do we start talking about this?
Yesterday, I saw a dude riding against traffic
get a
on a
refill.
bike with no hands, doing the whole like thing, like looking on his phone. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
dude?
give him the DUI. That's fair.
Oh my god.
Yeah, give him the Dewey. You can get a DUI driving a car, by the way. What up, Patrick Sandy? Giant Beat. Kim Hill, what's up, dog? He's got the same problem, and it helped create a yeast starter. And it helped to create a yeast starter instead of pitching straight pitching dry yeast. I wouldn't have thought of that. Yeah, I don't think I would have thought of that. But you should have to check the Australian rules. We have to give bike riders a 1 meter gap, or we get fined. 1 meter, 3 feet. That's not that much. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. There's no bikes in northern Alberta. Interesting. No, I do want to get up to Canada. I've never been to Canada.
Same.
And I can go. There's a lot of people that can't go to Canada because they've got maybe a DUI from 10 years ago. Or maybe that's bullshit.
For me, it's the no vax thing.
What do you mean?
You have to be vaxxed to enter Canada.
Still?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Pretty damn sure, yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, Trudeau's not backing down from that, apparently. I don't know, party time's still here to chime in. But
every border stop in Canada from New York to Seattle or wherever the hell is in between all that stuff?
Yeah, they're checking cards.
Pretty sure you need to have a vax to get into Canada.
Fake vax card IPA? What?
I'd love to go to Montreal. That's always been on my list of places, like at the top.
Montreal's nice.
You've been there, Olios?
Yeah.
I think I just outed myself too, but whatever.
It's all good. I don't think anybody cares at all about COVID anymore, which is awesome. No one gets offended either way, which is super cool. Yeah, and I put up a video the other day of me and Emmett talking about people that wear masks at breweries, and I just took it down. I was like, I'm not even. I uploaded it, and I was like, this is stupid.
Yo, the alcoholics one, that was a good one.
Yeah, thanks to somebody who watched that. I didn't think that was going to get any views.
Because like it was longer on as like a clip that you usually make.
Yeah, that was definitely the longest happy hour clip I've ever spent editing by far.
Right.
Yeah. And we're all nervous about, we look like idiots on here. And we say and like and right.
Right.
And I edit that stuff out, but I don't edit all of it out, But it's and when it's got a hard clip in there or a hard cut in there, I'll put like a second or two of B-roll in there. Right. And it's B-roll, so it keeps.
Yeah, like I like how you have like us hanging out, like clips of like trips and stuff like that.
Yeah. And that was a good, that got a lot of comments too, because I think that everyone should have their own definition of what an alcoholic is, because I think it's different for everybody. I think it's really different for everybody. Like
Agreed.
We talked about that. Everybody's on the spectrum nowadays with everything,
Yeah.
And it's not even stuff that I ingest in my body. I was talking to my dad about that. He hit me up in that video and he was like, I like that riff you guys talked about earning your beer. You were saying you're not into it. I was saying it tastes better to me. And it's not even moderation, this whole thing about moderation. It's not even about putting stuff in your body, eating stuff or ingesting stuff or whatever. Video games, binging shows. I try not to play video games in the daytime. I try to wait till the sun goes down because it's really hard for me to edit for 4 hours on a day off. It's not really hard, but let's just put it this way. It's really easy for me to play 4 hours of video games in the daytime. Time flies, just like zips through. But with editing, it's just like, damn, this is work. So I try to not turn on like the HBOs and the Netflixes until the sun goes down. Moderation.
It's so easy to just like,
Yeah.
you're like, 15 minutes, and that becomes an hour and a half.
Can't do video games for 15 minutes. It's physically impossible. You can skim your phone. You can take
You're
a shit.
tricking yourself though, you know what I mean? At least that's what I do, because I'm like, I do that. I'm like, 15 minutes, and it's never 15 minutes.
It's never 15 minutes, which blows my mind because when we were little kids, we had recess. That was only 15 minutes. And we were able to play games and handball and climb the ladder and all this shit. 15 minutes now is
It
toast.
goes by way too fast.
It's
It goes
It's
by way
making
too
toast.
fast.
Me taking a
Yeah.
shit and making coffee, half an hour. Can't do that in 15
Right.
minutes.
Right.
Crazy how time flies. But on the other side of that, whenever I worked at a job that would give you an hour-long lunch, I hated that. I always wanted a half an hour. No? You guys like the hour?
Depends.
Take a break.
I mean, usually, like, I'll just work through my lunch.
You're right.
So I can leave early.
No, you're right. You're right. Here's why I liked it, because I used to bring my lunch every day. Because I just want to eat food, and then let's go back to work and get out of here. Damn, Bodine's Brew's dropping bombs tonight, man. Right on the 90-minute mark. Bodine's Brew just donated $50.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for all you guys do for the community, and hopefully I can catch another stream soon. Bodine's Brews, you're the goddamn man. Much love, man. That's your third or fourth super chat tonight. Thanks for being here. I'm definitely going to use this money and buy Gnome a beer as well. And by one beer, I mean maybe 7 or 8 in Tampa, man. Much love, Bodine's, dude. And I'm glad to see you back because it's been a couple months, man. And next week I'll look less uglier because I'll have more hair to hide my face behind.
Hide the double chin.
The double chin, man.
Really, Ron? Ron Barnes says I'm free and clear to go to Canada.
Bodine's Brews. The man, Ron Barnes with the good news. Looks like you were free
I'm
and
going to
clear.
Montreal.
Yeah, who
so
the hell's
much
who the hell's still holding on to
family and-
COVID?
in Canada. I have a lot of family in Canada.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I got family in Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Toronto.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's like
All
the
spread
New
out.
York of Canada? Montreal?
Toronto.
Oh, is
Toronto.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess that do they still have American sports teams?
So like a lot of like
Yeah.
yeah, because they have the Blue Jays, they have
Jays.
the Raptors.
Still?
Yeah. Blue Jays still play. And they were pretty good last season.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they're the only
Raptors, they still have the Toronto Raptors.
Grizzlies?
Um
No, that was like 25 years ago.
No. And then
Memphis?
But like a lot of like TV shows and movies that like film scenes for like New York are done in Toronto.
Oh, really?
It's cheaper than filming in New York City.
I think Cocaine Bear was filmed in Knoxville.
Was it? That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and they're saying it's somewhere else.
Didn't it take place in like the actual like the Smoky Mountains and stuff like that?
I don't know, but maybe I have it backwards. Maybe in the movie they're calling it Knoxville, but it was filmed somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Nose
Is
beers,
that
bears.
even a real bear, or is it like all CGI?
Couldn't tell you.
It's probably all CGI.
Right? Yeah, that's another thing that bugs me with like today's.
What's crazy is that like it's based off of a true story, which is kind of
Yeah.
funny.
in like the early 80s, like 81 or 82 or something.
Yeah, it's super old.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Cocaine Bear yet?
I have not. I really want to.
Oh yeah, Todd Porter says the Maple Leafs too. I forgot about them. Toronto Maple
Yeah, the Maple Leafs. Yeah. And the NHL.
A
Yeah.
lot of teams up there. But, like I was gonna say, the only baseball team in Canada is Toronto. I miss the Expos. To be honest.
Expos.
Like, and
Yeah, Vladimir.
especially just their logo. I'm gonna be silly, but I loved their logo.
The Blue Jays.
No,
the Montreal Expos.
that was when they had I remember Pedro Martinez started out with them before he went to Boston.
Yes. Yeah, and he was skinny as hell.
Same with Vladimir
Sick.
Guerrero, and he was such a
Yes.
fucking gangster, man. Like I love when people can hit the long ball and they don't wear batting gloves and all this arm, this elbow armor and these wrists and all these soccer players shin guards and stuff. He would just go up there like stickball and just slap 45 home runs a year. He was as good, if not better, than Manny Ramirez. Like at that time, from like 2000 to 2006 or 7, both those guys were just out of this world.
Did he ever have any like kind of like
Steroid thing?
shadowy type?
No,
Yeah.
nothing
Right,
like,
yeah.
not even close.
Manny
Yeah.
was like 3 or 4 times. He's like, well, you know.
Yeah, Manny was like Ryan Braun. After the third time you get busted doped up, it was just like, all right, we know you're not going to make it to the Hall of Fame. You're kind of a clown. Let's just like trade you to the Dodgers now. It's like, is it really a thing anymore? Like it's like his 5th time getting busted. We got to suspend him for another 30 games. Like what is this? Like kick him out of the
I do agree
league
with
or
what you said earlier, though. You might as well just like ignore it now because you can't detect it really. Like there's masking agents and all that. Like you might as well just say, whatever. Fucking who cares? Or as Bill Burr said, our roided up guy beat your roided up guy.
True. They're all on steroids. And I don't know if you guys know who Chael Sonnen is, but he's a UFC fighter that was on Steve-O's podcast last week. And he admitted to cheating for one, which is cool because just admit to it when everyone knows.
Yeah.
Just admit
You
to
did it, yeah.
Yeah, don't live this lie. And he was talking about how it's so easy to beat these tests. And there's like 17 things that could come back. And if 7 of them are... I'm going to botch this quoting it right now, but he said the testing and the ways to beat it are both super easy to be bullshit. Like the testing is bullshit for one, because he's like, there was times where I got busted for something I didn't even know was in my body. And then the shit I was worried about that was supposed to show up didn't show up, So this test was kind of like a COVID test. You give it to 10 different people. I'm not going to talk about COVID anymore in this.
Yeah.
But if you had like COVID, you take 10 different tests and you'd have like different things. He said that was how it was for USADA. United
Just inconsistent.
What is USADA?
I have no
United
idea.
States.
I'm talking about the test.
Yeah, somebody's got to know what USADA stands for. He just said it was whack. And he said it's pretty damn hard to get busted. So you hear about these guys that something showed up, and a lot of times, obviously they're like, oh, I didn't know that was in the thing, or I didn't know what that was in. After the Chael Sonnen interview, I was like kind of believing him now. Because obviously when you get busted and you know what you're doing, you act like an idiot. You say that I didn't know I was taking this, or I didn't know this was in this, or my trainer gave it to me. You have to look as innocent as possible to save face, and especially if you have sponsors. But when they do get busted, I don't even know what these things are. They're like, oh yeah, John Jones got busted again for benzoyl zyboids. You're like, what? Was it steroids or not? Just say steroids or HGH. Like, well, he's got high testosterone levels of Zatosphere, Zivzavi. You're like,
See,
what?
what baseball does also is they test for the masking agents as well. So like Manny Ramirez tested positive for a birth control medication. I'm not even kidding. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember.
So I think I do remember that.
Yeah. So like, it's not always the steroid itself. It's they kind of catch on to what people are doing to try and like hide the fact that they're taking steroids, and then they test for that. So.
Well, I think if I was going to put, a nail in the coffin on the situation, like we need to test for specific things, right? And if these things don't show up, here's what I'm trying to say. We have 10 things written down that we're looking for to show up, and they didn't show up, but other stuff did. But we were only looking for these 10 things. So did this guy really cheat? What if it's this new thing that we don't even know about yet? Does it get leaked to the media? Do we talk to the media about it? You know what I'm saying? Like if we're just trying to solve for X 10 different times and he passed all of these, but some weird other shit just showed up, where do we go with this?
Well, here's my next thing too. Like technology and drugs and medicine, like whatever it's kind of all, together. It's only going to get better, and they're going to be able to trick, you're always kind of trying to get play catch up.
Right. But
I really do think you should just fuck it, whatever.
But back in the day,
I want to see 600-foot home runs.
Me too. But back in the day, it was like, okay, this guy got busted for anabolic steroids, and we were all on page with that. But now they bring up this shit that people haven't even heard of yet. It's just like, was it really cheating if it's not banned yet? You know, if it's not banned, maybe it's banned in other sports, but it's not banned in ours. So is it really cheating? And then the media, they're going to call it cheating and steroids to sum it up for the clickbait. But like, does anybody know what the hell this thing really was?
There was something else I wanted to branch off from that.
Oh, there's party time.
There we go.
All right. Let me get the party time in here. Just talking about steroids and I don't know. I think I'm for steroids. I think that's why I'm kind of ranting.
See, here's the thing. I'm not, but there, like I said, because there's nothing you can really do about it, you may as well just like ignore it. And also, there's been different like eras of baseball, and here that's what I was gonna say. So just recently, the cheating has been kind of on the pitching side of things. Like pitching's been way too good, you know. And like I don't know if you follow Trevor Bauer at all, but like the rotations per second, like he proved it. He's like, all right, so here, like if you look at this game, I wasn't cheating. He basically is honest about it. He's like, watch me in my next start, kind of like hinted at it. Oh, and the RPM, the rotation per second went like through the roof.
Is that the guy that got busted beating the shit out of chicks?
Well, I don't know if that was like legit or not. Who knows? But I don't know if it was like a domestic, but it was like something. There was like claims coming out against him. I have no idea.
Didn't she want him to slap him around or something? Or
oh, actually, no. You know what? I do know what you're talking about now. But here's the thing. Also, so she took pictures the next morning when he was asleep, and she had like smile. She was all smiling about it, like taking those like, hey, guess who I slept with last night type pictures. So
okay.
And then, like later it came out. So that kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but kind of like discredited her a little bit. You know,
called it even. Yeah.
I wouldn't say even. It's just like, well, if you were traumatized, why would you be taking that type of picture, you know?
Right. All right. Well, on that note, we got James Party Time up there. We've got all this Canada talk. We're trying to figure out how do we get up there, and it just we found out that you don't need a C-word card.
No, I don't think so anymore. I really got no freaking clue on that, but yeah, you guys just got to get up here. We got lots of space for everyone to crash.
We're staying at Party Time James's. He's got a whole layer up there, man. And
you could stay in the east wing of the mansion.
Of the Adams family. Nice, man. What's going on, James? How's the world treating you, bro?
Good seeing you, man. Treating me good. Good. Getting lots done, just not on the old video stream. I was doing good. I did about I think I did 4 or 5 weeks in a row, and then now I've been empty for 3 weeks. So
yeah, same with me. I think the Brew Show took. I talked to him. He's going to take a week off, or maybe took a week off before. Last week was good. There was a lot of brew tubers. This week a little bit slow, but it happens.
Nice. Oh, it's not slow. You got Alias and Gnome.
Yeah, on
Kings of the Brew Tube. We just got to get the old. Oh wait, no, oh shit. Yeah, okay.
What's going on?
Do YouTube?
I don't know. Oh.
No, I got to. I think I'll have a Homebrew for Life video out before Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay, nice. When you guys are headed out there next week, or the 3rd, or whatever that weekend is?
2 weeks. Yeah. Alias has a food competition.
Yeah, barbecue competition.
BBQ in Austin.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, and I was gonna brew. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. You were gonna brew.
I was gonna brew this week, and I've just decided not to. I'm gonna spend some more time chopping up some of these happy hour clips, especially after that. What's up?
Yeah, brewing's overrated.
There's just only so many hours in the day for me. I mean, I really can't do editing and brewing in the same day. You know, I could do crock pot stuff and throw shit in the oven or in the slow cooker and then brew, but I wouldn't want to at all. I would not want to edit and go back and forth between a brew day and the computer. No way.
Yeah, no, nice. But speaking of no beards, when was you had those comparison pictures on? You said you were at 245 max, and now you're down to like
Weight wise,
Pretty good.
no, I was never 245. My biggest that I never
215
hit,
or something?
I never hit 230. I never hit 230.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I lost about 20 pounds coming out here organically, just over a year from not going out with my friends every night, and I got to I got to like 195, 200. I've been kind of floating around. The lowest low 195, the highest 205 in these last maybe 60 days. And then I just said, hey, let's just try to get down to 170. And I'm down to 185.
Okay, that's all right.
Trying to lose 25 pounds in 1 month, which is probably not healthy, but
you can do it.
yeah, and in the video, it's by far the wackiest Homebrew for Life video I've ever made. And it's me sitting there watching Christian Bale go from The Machinist to being jacked in Batman to being fat as hell in American Hustle. And I'm just like, well, I could do that, and then I'm brutally struggling on the Stairmaster for 2 minutes. But it's a fun video. It's going to be fun. And I think I don't know. I'm not trying to rip on sobriety at all. But I think if people look at it the right way, or maybe if I portray it the right way, it's like, hey, this guy can go sober and lose 20 pounds a month. So can I. Vibe. I hope
5 or 6 months, you'll be down to like 40 pounds. Good to go.
Yeah, and it's what you're doing with your time when you're not just when you're sober, like you trying out yoga and all these weird activities of trying to get into arts and crafts and cooking and shit. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be funny, or maybe it'll be
a little over halfway there.
Though, nauseous as hell. What's up?
That's pretty sweet. You made a little over halfway so far, so that's all right. If
yeah,
you can,
dude, it's not even a thing, man. Like, in all honesty, if I wasn't going to Tampa Bay, I'd keep going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
I would keep going until I got to 170.
Yeah, well, like you're saying, you might have to have a drink at Noam's birthday too.
Might have to have a drink at that. Yeah.
For some reason, not for some reason, because it's the most popular or most important person ever, but for some reason, I have Noam's birthday in my Google Calendar.
Ooh, I like that.
That made it there. So yeah.
You hear that, Noam?
Happy birthday soon to Noam.
Yeah, 1 week out. He's finally going to be 21 and get a legal beer. And
nice.
Jorge Castro texted me, said, tell Noam happy birthday tonight. I can't make it. I was like, damn, Noam.
Nice.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
everybody, actually.
February 22nd.
Next week. Yeah.
Noam skis.
Big day.
Big day. Is that the big
40.
4-0? Hey now.
Yeah, it's the
Holy
big
shit.
4-0.
Whoa.
Oh shit, 40. Nice.
Yep.
Just a young buck. 2 years
forward
younger
to
than me.
I might have to drink a double IPA for that one.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I had a couple double
7.21
double
count?
IPAs tonight.
Who's having double IPAs tonight?
I had a couple. I made a batch that actually turned out pretty good.
Good.
So yeah, pretty stoked with that. Gonna change the recipe a bit. Well, yeah, I guess I made the video on it, but yeah, I'm gonna change the recipe a bit, give it a little more, maybe give it a little more head, but
That's what
I'm
she
enjoying
said.
it.
Don't psh.
Sadly, it's one of those ones you only do a half batch on, and then
You regret it
and you're
later.
super. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then again, you can just add to it. Like I'm really liking these half batches, although it's a lot of effort for 8 liters or 10 liters of beer, but they're pretty.
Isn't that
it's pretty
always the
sweet.
case? You make a half batch. You're like, oh, I'll make a small batch, and you love it.
Yeah.
Like I've never made a small batch and was like, oh, thank God.
What's the ABV on this party time? Over 8?
I think it's I think it's over 8. I'd have to check with the old brew father. Let's see.
Can you give a lot of it away, or are you stuck drinking all of it?
I think I gave away a few, but like it's only 8 liters. I mean that's only 16 pints. So I know I've had
Right.
at least 8 or 10. So, but it's always here for when you guys show up. Pretty soon, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's 2 airports up there. It's
We got Stamfield is the.
Is there Sydney up there?
Oh, Sydney's yeah. That's a quick 5-hour drive down here. That's where the wife's going there this weekend. But
James, what city do you live in? I'm gonna pull this up right now.
Oh, it's Mount Uniacke.
What's your address, James? What's your social security number? No,
133 Tanglewood Drive, Mount Uniacke. I do not care if people know it.
131 Mountain
133 Tanglewood Drive.
Tangle.
Oh yeah. I wish I knew because I was about to see how long of a drive it would be. I would totally go.
Tanglewood Drive.
Well, this summer I just found out we're The wife's parents are kind of splurging for a cruise this summer, so we're gonna drive down to Boston, and I'm gonna try. We're staying there 2 nights, so I think I'm gonna try like the early morning. The one day we got a full day there. I want to drive down to Treehouse and check it out. I think it's only about
Nice.
an hour 10 from.
You make it,
Boston,
I'll make
so-
it, Gnome. Or
Yeah.
Party Time
Maybe-
and Gnome.
I know Gnome will make it.
I'll be there, man.
Gnome's like right there, basically.
Yeah,
What is it for you, Gnome? Like a 3 or 4
An
hour
hour.
drive or hour? Oh,
1
shit.
hour.
So it's almost the same as from Boston.
23-hour
Yep.
drive. James, what do you know about... Okay, so Halifax would be the airport. Or no?
Yeah, Halifax, Stanfield. YHZ.
What?
We're still 84 people. Wow.
Damn, so we got to go northeast a lot, and then you start going southeast a lot, and then it hooks around.
Yeah, it's a stupid drive. Like you can, if you were driving, if you want to save some time, well, not really save much time, but if you want to be lazy, you could drive to like Bar Harbor and take the there's a ferry that comes over to Yarmouth, which is then a 2 hour drive here, and
And
it
you're-
kind of turns it into a straight line. But
And you're right on Lake Lewis, correct?
yeah, Lewis Lake.
Lewis Lake, my bad. This lake looks like a shark from Bird's Eye View.
Yeah, it kind of has like the shark or dolphin-y
For sure.
look to it.
All right,
Yeah, you can't see my house on it because we built it about 3 or 4 years ago, and Google's about 5 or 6 years out of date.
this is quite the road trip. So the biggest
Yeah, it's a good one. Well, you guys might as well just come. You meet me.
in Halifax.
Yeah, just meet me in Boston after we go on a cruise, and you
Okay.
can just
Damn,
you can just get in the van with us, and we'll drive.
Drive up?
Dude.
Drive up with the 4 or 5 kids that are kicking in the car.
New York is pretty much the halfway point between us and you. Between Knoxville and you.
Yeah, probably. New York's probably I think New York's like a 15 or 16 hour drive. Boston's right around a 10 or 11 for me.
Let me look at it.
Dang, okay.
I think that the treehouse is pretty damn close to dead center between us. Like it'd be like a 12 or 13 hour drive for you, and then same ish for me, or 12.
It's $600. That's not bad. Knoxville to Halifax, Canada.
Yeah,
YHZ.
600's about the best we get for a
Go-
price from here down to Knoxville. So
Is
I'd
that what-
like to get down there sometime.
Is that what you paid for Nashville?
We did a little bit more last second, so I think we paid like maybe $700 or $750, but
Not bad.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got to work on my airline miles.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
a lot of miles.
Do you?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
got an Amex recently, so I've been working on the miles, but it still takes a lot.
The key to getting miles is never getting a credit card debt. You can have a credit card, just never get into debt ever.
No.
Yeah, I'm just
I
I'm
pay
going
mine immediately off.
I know-
paycheck by paycheck to pay
Yeah.
off my credit card is what I do.
My buddy Greg, the old dude, he pays it off every day, which is the smartest thing you could
Ah.
do.
That's not bad. Every time you use it, you should be just throwing the money on, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but sometimes at the end of the month, you're like, damn, that was $1,000. Do I really want to throw 1,000 at it? But when it's daily, you're probably not going to let it get to 1,000.
I forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'm full of shit.
Yeah,
Well,
beer,
It's not bad.
I
Huawei.
use credit cards, and if somebody steals your information, it's on the credit card company. If you're using your debit card and somebody finds that information, you're fucked.
Bill Burr is a big preacher in that. A lot of people swear by never using debit cards. There's reasons out there that the rich stay rich.
Thankfully, my bank, it's happened twice now where people have gotten my information and they started buying random shit. I get a call immediately and like it gets canceled like right up I can't even use my card myself, and they'll
Yeah.
call me to let me know. And they're like, "Are you in Atlanta right now?" I'm like, "No." Okay, no problem. Don't worry about it. We took that charge off, and we're gonna send you a new card. Like, so, thankfully, my bank's pretty good about it. But I've heard stories where people get fucked. But
Yeah.
Dude, I had when I was in PB, me and my roommates, Pacific Beach, party town in San Diego, me and my roommates all went out to a bar one night. We all paid with our debit cards. And the next day we all had PlayStation 4 charges to all of our cards. And
just people buying like online time or something.
Getting them Fortnite dollars.
Yeah.
no, but we called the place up and we're like, your bartender stole our information. We need to go down there right now and look at the cameras. And they're like, yeah, he's fired. We know what's up already. And I was like, yeah. Guy sucks at stealing. Took 4 people's cards from the same establishment at the same time and bought PlayStation 4s.
I wonder what happened.
Jesus.
Yeah.
From the same group of people, too.
So who wins in that? PlayStation? They just sold. They didn't get robbed.
Dude,
Yeah.
still wins.
They didn't get robbed.
Sony, because they get it from the credit card company.
Yeah.
Later,
Tombstone
they're the
Todd.
ones who end up paying that bill.
Yeah. Tombstone Todd. If you pay off your credit card daily, your FICO score will go way up. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, they're like the good credit scores if you have a lot of money available, but not using it all to the top.
I've got
Can't
some
pay it
credit.
off immediately.
I've got some credit
Yeah,
card debt.
never use all your credit.
No.
Yeah.
You want to stay like way under the 30%.
Way under, yeah.
They say the 30% is like good or above average. I'm like, that could be a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've got 5 credit cards, you know? Like, I don't know,
Nice.
anywhere from like $50,000 to $100,000. 30% of that is 30 grand in credit cards. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, she adds up quick.
Yeah, my Amazon card kind of got out of control there for a second, but everything else is paid off. It's all good. What up, Joe Skiles? Damn, we're coming up on 2 hours. We got 80 people in here.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, I was with the kids at first. I would have jumped on earlier, but yeah, just doing some brew stuff. Got an alt beer I just kegged today.
nice.
Just trying it out. There's a competition coming up, and I'm just trying it out. You can see all the yeast that's settled to the bottom. This is the kind of bottom of the bucket.
Bottom of the bucket barrel.
Bottom of the bucket, not carbonated, but just wanted to give it a shot. And it tastes decent.
James, when you traveled, you got to go with the whole family, or could you
No, the wife's going to
meet
she's
someone?
going to Vegas at the end of March, so I'm at least owed one free trip.
Right, but does she take the kids, or are you?
Oh no, I can do a. Wife would let me go. I'd be able to come down for some sort of brew tube stuff or a homebrew conference thing or something. Anything. I'd get at least one. Could probably get 2 if I needed it, but.
You're talking March though.
Oh no, no, it doesn't
Okay.
need to be March.
Yeah.
No, I don't even really have time in March or any of that crap. Oh yeah, I can't get down to. I'd love to get down to Tampa, but I can't roll with that one.
Yeah.
And then the what was the other one that you were talking about? The
Rhode Island, Boston.
No, like the National Homebrew. No, not
Denver.
What's on your-
JBF is
Oh,
Denver.
in San Diego?
GABF. Yeah, I can't. I'm doing a
I would
doing a thing with work that ends that weekend, so wouldn't be able to make it down.
I'm not going to go to HomebrewCon. I would way rather go to GABF than HomebrewCon. Not even close.
HomebrewCon's expensive as shit. Like you got to buy the membership.
What's
Yeah.
And
GABF?
then you got to pay like another $350 for the passes.
Yeah, GABF is I think in October, maybe September. It's in Denver, where I would love to go. We've talked about this, no?
Oh, Great American Beer Festival. Gotcha.
And I think it's maybe $100, maybe. But I want to go.
$95.
I want to go party and I want to go see the best beers. I don't want to hear some guy talk at a panel for 4 hours about
Give awards away and shit.
diacetyl. Yeah. No, I'm good on that. I'm going to 100% be in Denver in September. And that's an Allegiant ticket I can get for like $100.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'd be
that's sick. So what do you do with those? You just show up like no carry on, not even a backpack, and you just walk on and go for $100? Or
I've seen
does
it.
that give you at least a carry on?
Yeah, they try to get you. So closer and closer to the flight, they'll let you know, do you want this seat? It's 20 extra for this. You can pick this out and this and that. And I don't care at all because these flights are only like 2 hours. It's not like you're going to Europe or anything. And then when you're checking your bag in, they make you put it in this little container that's metal. And if your bag doesn't fit in there, they pull you over to another line and they charge you more money because they know you're trying to beat the system because they want you to pay for a carry-on online when it goes overhead. But if you have a backpack, you get a loophole as long as it's by like 17 or 14 inches. and you just carry it on yourself. So what I do is I go to the bathroom, I fill up my backpack to the brim, and I put on like 3 shirts and then my jacket, and I take my Nintendo Switch and I shove it down in my pants and tie it in there with a belt buckle like a gun. So I put all my shit on me so my backpack looks like nothing, and then I get on the plane and I immediately run to the bathroom and take like 4 shirts off, and I'm good to go. I don't have to pay any more money.
Nice.
Genius.
Swindled.
I mean, I usually take a
What was
small
that
duffel
off of
bag,
that?
and like I've never had any
Human
issues
giant.
with that on the planes.
It doesn't happen every time. It probably happens less than 50%, but I have seen it. And it's always like people screaming at TSA and yelling, and sometimes there's a language barrier, and it's a really shitty situation I would never want to be involved in. Yeah. Yeah, Homebrew Con's in San Diego. It's $400.
Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know exactly the price, but I think it is like somewhere in the 3s plus you have to have the membership, whatever that is. And I think what's that, $50 a year for
AHA.
Yeah.
whatever that one is.
It's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
I have a membership, but I've never utilized it whatsoever.
No,
It's just like
most breweries don't give a shit anymore. You know, you could go to homebrew stores and breweries back in the day, and they would give you 10 or 15% off. Nobody has it in their POS system anymore.
yeah. My local homebrew shop gives me the discount no matter what.
That's cool.
They don't give a
Hey,
grand.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to ask for, too, especially at a mom and pop homebrew store. These guys are like
Yeah.
struggling as is. You're going to ask for a discount that's going to waive maybe the tax. It's like, dude, just pay.
To be fair, I also just today I gave them one of the rum barrel aged stouts, the base version.
There you go.
Like I hooked them up too. It's kind of like a back and forth.
I should do that. I should bring some of my beer, but it would have to be in a growler because I don't mess with the cans.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
How's the barrel age coming there now?
very good. It's actually like a week shy of 6 months since I brewed it. So
Damn.
Oh, nice.
definitely has some age.
Is it
on
is it going to be as complex as the? Did you see that treehouse video that Nate put out there recently with talking about his